White shirts on the pitch, running fast through the night. Every heart beating loud under floodlit sky bright. So to London stand strong, in the stands they belong. Voices echo like thunder, to the club they sing along. Up in Spurs we arise, eyes on the prize. Victory in sight with all our might. King's fire in his eyes, glory's what he seeks. With every goal he flies, rising to new peaks. From the lane to far and wide, with the pride of the fight. On this journey we'll ride, with our passion burning bright. Up in Spurs we arise, eyes on the prize. Victory in sight with all our might. The pride of the fight. On this journey we'll ride, with our passion burning bright. Up in Spurs we arise, eyes on the prize. Victory in sight with all our might. With all our might. With all our might.
There you go. I'm off mute now. Big up to everyone. Yeah, welcome to HFC till I die. Deadline day. 3 in the door. What do you mean you can't hear me? Can you hear me now? Hello. Please let me know if you can hear me in the chat. We've got a yay or a nay. They're very slow in our chat. Very, very slow in our chat for letting me know. Now, thank you. Right. Yeah. Welcome to HFC till I die, home at Tottenham, past present. And of course, we are deadline day. It is 3 in the door. I've got room for one more. We are after one more player. I'm just going to quickly listen what's happening at Spurs because they're on the telly now. Just bear with me, I'm just getting. Right. He's still having his he's still having that medical, but it is, as Philip's saying, and people in there say, I just got told this a couple of minutes ago, actually, before I came live here. It is with an option to buy. That option is a 50 million euro. Now, I said it early on today that Bayern Munich owe us money for the Harry Kane deal. I think around 25 and 30 million euro. So if you take that off, all you're doing is just paying 20 odd million. Now I'm waiting for that to be confirmed. Yeah, I am on my own. Tequila's going to join me in a while. I think Carl's going to join me as well, guys. So we will have some company and people to talk about. But hopefully you guys in the chat can keep me company as well as we go along to deadline day at 11 o'clock. We have 1 hour, 55 minutes and 37 seconds left. Just to give you a little bit of an update as well. We do have another where is it now? I got loads of information before. Do expect one more defender if we can get the deal done in time. Now that defender is, I will give you his name now, guys, because it is there. Where is it? I've got so many tabs open. It's Maximin Edavesi. He plays for Burnley. Spurs have offered £20 million for him. Burnley want 30. So this one could go all the way. Now they've got, as I said, over an hour and 55 minutes left to get this deal done. Now, there's a chance it might not get done. There's a chance it can get done. But it is one we're going to have to keep an eye on. It's one we're going to keep a really close eye on. And if it breaks between now and 11 o'clock, now they could get up to 11 o'clock. Now, I think the rules are right in here. Let me know. There is some more information. Oh, good man. Thank you so much, Colin. You are a diamond. Colin, God love Colin and Tequila. They're working in the background for me. And I wonder if I can save that as a P. Can I save that as a PDF? Let's see now. Okay, I'm gonna have to go into something, guys. Yeah, sorry. It's just so much news coming in as and when we get it. It's just really busy. And of course, being on my own for a little while, I'm just in the middle of trying to do everything here. So I'm just getting this little bit of news downloaded and then put it onto a there we go. Put it onto a PDF for you guys, so it will be done. So that is the latest we're going to give it. This is about the player, as I was just talking about. So give us 2 minutes. I'm going to get it done into a PDF. And we're going to talk a little about the signings we have made this window. And I really want you guys to know, give me what you think. Give me what ratings do you think this window is. I'm giving it a 5 or a 6. We'll have to see how the final window goes. Untitled, that's the one I've got. Right, so I'm going to take that off, guys. Thank you so much, Colin. You are a diamond. Right, so this is the player here. Is Maximin is one name Spurs are pushing for. There's a 10 million difference right now in the evaluation between the clubs. Tottenham, Spurs have offered 20. Burnley want 30. So is one we're going to have to keep. One we're going to have to keep an eye on. With the players that we have bought in, guys. I will bring their PDFs now as well. Look, I think we needed a goalkeeper. Yeah, we did. We needed a striker. We got one. Well, he's a forward player. He plays anywhere within the front three. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be a very interesting last couple of hours for Tottenham. But is it a window that you like? Let's go and visit people in first, and then we'll go and talk about the window in general. Big up to Shamu. He says we went back and got a player who said he doesn't want to join. Sounds desperate. It's not desperate at all. Look, I said it this morning, or I did say it this morning, that deals are never dead until they're dead. He wanted to go to Manchester United and Arsenal. They didn't want him. I don't think he's a fit for Arsenal anyway. And Arsenal, by the way, guys, I know we don't want to talk about them like down the road. This evening, they could be in they could be in talks trying to get 2 deals done. One is for Ollie Watkins, and the other one is for Nico Williams. Now, Nico Williams, I was told, is just, easy to do. It's a loan deal. So a loan deal can be done. They got the cash there for the loan deal. The Ollie Watkins one is they've put in 2 bids for Ollie Watkins, and both of them have been rejected. So it's down to Arsenal. Can they fit a third bid in before the end of the window? So look, we'll see what happens. But for me, look, it's going to be interesting the last couple of minutes. Yeah, I got that. Yes, good man, all good now. There's now an option to buy. Yeah, 50 million. And as I said before, if you add in what Bayern Munich owe us, then it works out a very cheap deal. A very, very cheap deal. I can't, off the top of my head, remember how much Bayern Munich owners. I think it's around, it could be around 25, 30 million. So if you say to Bayern Munich, right, well, you put that 30 million to the 50, then we pay you 20, then you're getting a really good player for a cheap bout of money. So I think that would be the way to go for me, in my view. Big up, what is that jumper shirt you have done? This one, is the Tottenham home shirt. Bought it off a website called Cool Shop 666. I bought 3 tops off them. One with the channel name. This one's got my name and number 10 on the back. That's my favorite Spurs number. Yeah, lovely fit, lovely, really comfortable to wear. Yeah, so yeah, Cool Shop 666. So it takes a bit of time because they're coming from Chelsea. By the way, just give you an update on the match tonight. West Ham, where Evan Ferguson's gone to, by the way, and I'm a bit disappointed he's gone there. West Ham are winning 1-0 against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. So Chelsea could be heading for defeat. Doubt we'll be active. We will active that for. I think we will. I think we will. Some reason I think we will. Hi, big up Peter M. Hi, Dom, and everyone in chat. Big up. Will Tottenham sign anyone else? As I said, DJ, give you the latest again, sir, that we are in for maximum. If Steve, here's one name Spurs are pushing for 10 million difference right now in the evaluation between Spurs offered 20 and Burnley 30. So I'm sure there will be a compromise somewhere along the day. Philip says, Ange did what Levy couldn't. Talk, tell him to sign in. Need another centre back though. Dragson out for the season. Yeah, with the ACL. That's the latest coming out this evening. Big up to Colin. He says, we're beyond just go. I understand, man. Look, it's fine. You're doing a lot of work in the background for me anyway, and giving me all the latest information. I'm sure Tequila and Carl will be on with me soon. But look, it is what it is. Gerard says 30 million championship defender. Are you having a giraffe? Look, transfer figures have gone skylines. One thing I'm going to talk about the guys when they come on, that I think transfer prices have gone through the roof. They're ridiculous now. They really are. I mean, you're looking at that 10 years ago. He'd be worth what, 15 million. He's doubled in price. And it's because the transfer markets, the transfer bubble is getting bigger and bigger because players are going for bigger fees. They're being drived, I think, by the I think that they're being driven by agents as well. So look, it's only going to get worse. Let's not prejudge. Give the lad. Look, I'm going to back him all the way. Backing him all the way. He's putting on the Tottenham shirt. I will back him all the way. To be fair, I think he's better than Richarlison. In my opinion, I think Richarlison first half played well yesterday. Second half didn't do nothing. And also with this young lad, with Tellers, where he can play anywhere in the front tree. He can play in the left wing, he can play in the right wing, and he can play as a striker. So I think for me, he's a great signing. And to get him in online with an option, I think it's a great way as well. And with Bayern Munich, as I said, owners' money, it can turn out to be a very sweet deal altogether. How much time is left for the transfer? We are now down to, I will tell you in a minute, I think 1 hour and 47 minutes and 40 seconds, 38 seconds now left of the window. Now, if this deal goes on, if Div passes 11 o'clock and they come out and say, right, they've got the paperwork in, and the girls go on, we will stay on there till that deal is done. I will stay in there till that deal is done. Now, if we got to 11 o'clock and we get news Tottenham are done, then we'll go on to about 11:15. I think we'll call it a night then. But if it goes over 11, I will personally myself, I will stay on to that deal's done to get you the latest guys for you. So that I will do that for you. Big up to Peter M. Tell, huh? Yeah. Mateus Tell. Buy option now. Buy option now. Nicer. Yeah, 50 million. I think it's good. Milton's gone for 5.5. Gerard's gone 3.5. If we get the Burnley guy in, Philip, no, look, over the last 10 years, Tottenham's transfer people in January has been none, 1 or 2. We've bought 3 already with the option of a 4th one coming in. So I think for me, it's a great one. I think it's been a great window. I think Levy's been pushed into this. I do. I think personally myself, I think the protests from inside the stadium, I think I think they're working. I think they've made him move. I think they've made him back Ange. I don't think he wanted to. I think personally, that's my honest opinion. I think the protest or the Levy out chance in the in the stadiums of works, and we need to keep the pressure up now, guys. We need to keep this going. We need to get this going. Do you know what, Philip? Look, I give it a 6.5, 7. I probably agree. If we get this one, and I would give it an 8. But I don't think it makes up for it doesn't make up for the summer window. And if you look at Aston Villa now, they've got the signings. They've bought in Marcus Rashford on loan. They bought in Marco Asensio on loan. They bought Donald Mellon from Borussia and Dortmund on 20 million. Andreas Garcia for 6 million from Latvia. The total they've spent 26 million this window. Now, for a team, that doesn't seem a lot for a team that's pushing for top 4. But look at the quality of players they've bought in. The quality of players. And it shows when you're pushing for that top 4, when you're looking to get into that top 4, or you're in the Champions League, you can bring on extra players, better players. When you're struggling in 15th, like we are at the moment, and not really going anywhere, it's very hard to attract the quality of the players that you want to bring into the football club. And also it's down to paying money as well. It's down to wages and covering wages or paying what the players want. And I think that has a lot to do with it as well. We don't do that. As I said, our wages are at the moment 42% of the lowest in the Premier League. We've got the lowest pay ratio for paying wages in Europe. And you cannot do that. You cannot expect to be successful and dominate and win championships and win cups if you're going to play the player peanuts. You have to pay what players want. Players are greedy bastards. They are. No, put sugarcoating it. Players are greedy bastards. Players will want more money. If you offer, it's like, say, me and Philip, right? Philip, right? I'm a player. Philip's a manager, right? Of, say, Tottenham, right? And say Colin is a manager of Manchester United, right? And Philip comes in, right? This is what I'm going to offer you, say, 100 grand a week. And Colin comes in, look, we're going to match whatever Tottenham are offering the club, but I'm going to give you 250 grand a week. Where do you think I'm going to go? I'm going to go to who's offering me the most money. It doesn't matter that if Tottenham are in a better place or Man United are in the worst place, I'm going to follow the money. So I do feel a lot of players are player merchants. I feel that all they care about is money. There's very few players around will move to a club because they want to get on, they want to play at that club or they want to improve their situation. A lot of players are going to move for money. They're grabbing money bastards. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what Tottenham offer players. If we're not going to pay the wages, they're not going to come to us. It's as simple as that. And yes, it's been a good window. But in the summer, we didn't do good enough because we didn't plan it. And why did we have to wait until deadline day to bring in 2 players? 2 days before deadline day and on deadline day, we could bring in another one. This should have been sorted out at the beginning of October, November time. Right, lads, this is what we want to do. 1st of January, bang, 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 bang. Get them in. And then Angie's got players he can rotate with. It's just mind-boggling. I mean, I'm brilliant. It's great that we're doing it, but again, we must be transfer kings. We must be deadline king days. Yeah, Ipswich Town are about to make a signing, I think, or they're closing down for the day. Mateus and Jose will have me confused. That's true. So true. Peter Rem says, we've got bodies in to fill gaps in the squad. If they play well, if it's okay, they don't. Yeah, exactly. Are you getting ready for the champion? We're not going down, Gerard. Look, as much as I joke and laugh at you, we're not going down. Ipswich have signed goalkeeper Alex Palmer from West Brom for £4 million. So that's the deal for Ipswich to come in. Oddly, I hope Chelsea win tonight so that Hammers don't jump above it. Well, yeah, they will jump above us, sadly. Another thing as well is Evan Ferguson going to West Ham. I'm really disappointed with that. I would have loved Evan Ferguson to come to Spurs. I really would have done. But look, it is what it is. Maybe we can go for him in. Maybe go to him. Maybe move for him in the summer. West Ham will 1-0 up. Is that Nico Williams of Atletico? Yeah, it is of Atletico Madrid. Balboa. Yeah, him. Big up the column. Just remember that Tell went to Spurs because it was either move or play or stay at Brian due to the Arsenal focus on Watkins and I. But yeah, I know. I do get it. I do actually get it. You're right on that, and I think you're right to bring that up and put that in. He did turn this down, and United just pulled the plug, and Arsenal are focusing on Watkins. Now, will Watkins get it? That's going to be an interesting one, Colin. I don't know if you can let me know about that Watkins deal. Is that going to go through, or would that be a summer one? Yeah, Tottenham still want one more defense. Sorry, I'm just getting so much news. I'm just trying to. Sorry. Right, I've just done send up. Right, okay, big up the column. 56.5 million is intimately fair. Yeah, I do. Because United couldn't afford the fee. Yeah, and that's something I want to talk about tonight as well as United and how bad they've gone. I got a bit of information from one United fan. I also passed it to Colin, and he sort of confirmed it as well. He said, "Yeah, I've heard that as well." So, it's I think United are screwed. I really do. You will pay around 10 to 15 million for Taylor after the money owed for that. See, for me, I think that's a steal. That is an absolute steal. And for me, I've seen some of his clips. He's a good forward player. He's a young kid. He's got talent. Imagine if he starts on Thursday, right? With the other player we bought as well, Kevin Deason. And we get to a final and they perform or they contribute to us getting there. I mean, what that would be, I tell you, I think I would praise Levy for once, actually. Cheap, just like as they like it. Exactly. 10, 15 million. God, it's for me, it's ideal. Got to give Tell time. Yeah, you're right, Colin. He is only a kid. I'm willing to give him time. I think he's a talent. I really do. January is a seller's market. Jazz Fusion, you're spot on, man. I'm okay if Tell is willing to stay, and so am I. And this all boils down to, right, I will ask you lads a question in the chat. Now, I know there's a lot of Ange out people, and they're right. And I know Ange is not the most popular person on the planet with some Spurs fans. I think Levy is a different kettle of fish altogether. I think everyone can agree Levy and he need to go. But do you think Ange will be here next season? Do you think Ange is building the squad, or will Ange build the squad for the summer for a new man to come over? What do you think in the chat? In January, prices are high. Yeah, because clubs are desperate, Colin. We were desperate. We needed players, and clubs saw we were desperate. Should I've hold off to the summer, more panic buys and getting mugged now? Yes, true. Tequila says I'll give this window 1 out of 10. Fair enough. Let's not forget that we got Kulu and Lolo in January 22, and they were, yeah, that's true. We've got Bentoncourt and Kulu, and that was the key to finishing fourth under Conte. You're spot on, Peter. I wonder if these the players come in to push us forward to get that trophy. Dare we dare to dream to win a trophy? Maybe the penny has finally dropped with Levy. Look, I think we have to keep the protest going, keep it going. For me, it's 4, even accounting for the difficulty of the winter. Tequila says Philip would do a better job than Clown, so I like this idea. Yeah, okay. There you go, Philip. You become the new manager at Tottenham Hotspur. Oh Lord, I like it. Oh dear, I do like it. I do like that. Philip, the new manager. I wonder if Tequila becomes his assistant manager. Him and Philip and Tequila together, guiding Spurs to history. We'll have Colin as technical director, and we'll have me and We'll have me and Carl as owners of the club. There you go. It's the agents who push their clients. Yeah, it is highest wage. It is. And something I want to talk about to the guys tonight when they come on is about wages as well and about football in general, just about the whole window. Should the transfer window be opened up like the old days to the whole season? Does this sort of month of madness, does it make good television? Does it make good television for Sky, for people like us on YouTube? Or should the transfer window be like the old days of stretching it from start, run it right through the whole year round? And I think it should be. We ain't going down, so why waste the money in Championship players? Well, maybe he played in the Premier League last season, Gerard. So, players that go down do come back to the Premier League, and maybe he made an impression. Maybe, I don't know. Anything Levy does and Lang does, I have no idea. True, Peter, but Conte was a good manager. We have a clown in charge, not the same. Yeah, it's true. I don't think Ferguson fitted Ance's style of football. I don't think it does, but I don't know. I would have liked him. And I know Robbie Keane and Roy Keane told him to go to Spurs. I think it was the advantage of going to playing under Graham Potter again, I think. That's what enticed him to do it. I want a left back. Not going to get that either. No, I don't think we are. I really don't. It's 1-1 now. Yep, Chelsea Vinclies. Yeah, I don't think they will get Watkins in this window, but we'll have to see. I know the Nico Williams one they were looking to get done. That's the easy one and the two to get done. But with only sort of an hour and a half left, I can't see it. I can't see it being done. That's the thing for me. Is it an hour and a half done? Yeah, an hour and a half now gone. An hour and a half left. Middlesbrough 2, Sunderland 2, by the way, in the Championship. That is going well. Big up to Peter. Hang on, Chelsea. Goal now being VAR'd. Ooh, maybe it's no goal. I pray he's not. I pray he leaves tonight. He ain't going to leave tonight, Tequila. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to break that news to you. I reckon Ange will stay unless Levy can find a stronger alternative who plays a similar style. Yeah, that's my sort of reckoning as well. That's my gut feeling. Tell me where Ange finishes. I'll answer that question for you. Yeah, I think, look, it depends where we finish at the end of the season. Look, I did say it, and Tequila was right to bring it up the other day, and I think he will bring it up again tonight, and I hope he does. That I think I said at the start of the... Hang on, my glasses are really dirty, by the way. I said at the start of the season, when we did our pre-season, that even if Ange finished sixth and won a trophy, that I think he needs to be sacked. Because it's Champions League we all want. I look, fans can say, oh, no, just a trophy will do. We all want Champions League football. We all want the glory of the Wednesday night and the Tuesday and Wednesday night football. We all do. As good as Europa League is, you don't want Thursday night football. You want Wednesday night football. And we're not going to get that unless we win the Europa League. So, I think Champions League... I think Champions League for me is so important. It's 1-1. Yeah, I know that. It was given. Woohoo! Column says Spurs window 5 out of 10. United 500 billion to 10. Is that how much you're in debt, or is that 500 billion? Is that how much you're in debt? Chelsea goal confirmed. Good uns for us. Yeah, this Chelsea goal given looks offside, to be honest. Boris says, Column, that has been generous on United. Column maybe Drogon signing helps you a bit. Jazz Fusion laughing. I thought the same, Philip. That's minus 500 billion, by the way. Okay, fair enough. Let me know, Column, what did you think of what I sent you earlier? Let me know what you think of that earlier, what I sent you. It's that video I sent you, it really disturbed me. There's a video out how the Glazers bought United. It really disturbed me how bad football has got. I want 20 million a year. No pink M&M. Sorry, no deal. Sorry, no deal. Can't afford that. Sorry. I'll have to go and speak to the chairman. Sorry, I have to go and speak to the chairman. Gerrard is killing it. Yeah, I heard somewhere that Steven Gerrard could become the new Kyle Iron manager. That'd be interesting. Oh, no, Colin, I thought United winner was minus 900 billion. Can't go that low as we got rid of Rashford. But you're glad Rashford is gone. You're happy Rashford is gone. For what I heard, that Arsenal's going silent and home for the night. Ooh, that'd be interesting. Philip Brady, why no pink M&Ms? Yeah, I think Arsenal might be done. I'm surprised, right? Arsenal, look, just talking as a Premier League fan, right? I'm gonna take my hat. I'm gonna take my Tottenham hat off, put my Premier League fan hat on, right? And for me, for anyone to dominate against beat Liverpool to the league, Arsenal need a striker. You may have beaten Man City 5-1 yesterday, but they don't have a striker. And if I was Arteta and the Arsenal board, I would have made an eye-watering offer to Villa. Too good to turn down. Now, I know this is the Spurs channel and we hate Arsenal, they're North London rivals, right? But if you're looking at it from a football point of view, looking at it from a Premier League point of view, you want the title race to go to the end of the season, last day of the season. And whoever finishes on top of the last day of the season deserves to win the Premier League, no matter who they are. And for me, I think all Arsenal are missing is a striker. And I think, a bit like our owners haven't backed Ange, I don't think they've really backed Arteta an awful well this window either. I don't know, Bobby will probably tell me different, but I just feel if they were to compete and beat Liverpool, I think they needed a striker. I think Liverpool are going to win the league anyway. Now, I think Liverpool have enough in them to win it. But Arsenal need a striker, and I don't think Tell was that striker. I think he fits our system better than he does him. Now, there was rumours also with Richarlison going back to Everton, but that went as quiet as it came in. Tragic play, similar style. Tell knows him in Germany, how they play since he played against Dortmund twice during the Tradic's reign. That's true. Trophies didn't save Ramos, Dermot. No, it didn't save Ramos. You are right. And if Daniel Levy feels that a change is needed, Daniel Levy will make the change. And I think he didn't want to change the manager through the season. He's done that before. I think you have your review at the end of the season and make a decision then. And you say, right, what can we have done better? What did we do well? What could we have done better? We're still in 3 cup competitions. We're still in the League Cup semi-final on Thursday, semi-final against Liverpool. We're still in the Europa League and we're still in the FA Cup. That 72-hour period between Liverpool and Villa could define our season and could define Ange's fate at the club too. I think if we just say, for example, we lose to Liverpool and lose to Villa, I think Ange will be gone. I really do. That's just my personal opinion. I think Levy will take the plunge then, because you don't have the Europa League until March again. I think if we get to the final of the League Cup and we get a result against Villa, then I think he's safe until the end of the season. But I think the next 72 hours between Liverpool and Villa is vital for our season and vital for Ange as well. Don't know if people will agree with me in the chat. That's true. We need Chelsea to win because we get 14th. Otherwise, West Ham moves its band down to 15th. I know how they bought. Yeah, I know you did. I didn't know I didn't know how they bought United until last night, Colin, until I watched that video. I tell you one thing. How they bought United was the row Fergie had with Maguire, the 2 Irish lads who owned Celtic, by the way, who owned shares in Celtic. I don't know. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I feel sorry for you, man. I really do feel sorry for you because they've totally ruined your club. Totally ruined your club. There's a goal alert, guys, and Chelsea have just taken the lead. It's one Basker own goal from West Ham. Way! We're going to stay 14th. League form is key in the long run. So Ange will be sacked if we finish outside the European places and get knocked out the cups. So as long as a new good manager is available, Peter, I agree with you. I do agree with you. I think Nico was a bit like Tell, waiting for Barca to come in for him. Didn't want to go to Arsenal. Yeah, Boris, you're probably right. Tequila says, hope you're right, Peter M. The short-term future of Spurs is bleak with this guy in charge. The long-term future is bleak with Levy in charge. That's the problem. I think on the field, I think with the young players we've got, I think it's a bit more brighter than we realise. But I do agree with you. With Levy in charge, it's always going to be the same. You look at other managers of clubs, how they back their managers. Man City, with all the charges against them, are still backing Pep. They're still buying players for him and buying them early for him in the window. We wait to deadline day. Just ridiculous. It really is. West Ham should be ahead. They are the better team tonight. 100% Tequila. Yeah, I have to agree with that, Tequila, as well, to be fair. I can't look the short term future has been a bit bleak. Maybe we're coming to the end of it. But I think there will have to be an end of season review. There will have to be. And then the decision will have to be, do we stand by this manager or do we sack it? And I think also when you get to the summer, I think his payout is smaller as well. I think that the payout for him to pay out of his contract, I think reduces in price. So that saves Levy money as well. 2-1 Chelsea. Peter says, Tequila, God, you are dark, mate. Let's be hopeful, even though that's tough for us. Look, I think Tequila sometimes is right when he says, Peter. I think every fan, every person is entitled to their view. And I think, look, I can understand the pain some fans go through. Some fans are going through a harder pain than others. Some fans can don't have the problem of not liking the manager and the owner, and there's some people that like the manager but not the owners. So I think we all have to support each other. It's not a case of see where it goes. I think it's okay, that's your view. I respect your view. I'm going to support you. I'm going to be more optimistic. And look, if we win the trophy, we're all going to be celebrating. Levy in, Levy out, Anjin, Anja. We're all going to be celebrating because it's what we want the most desperately for. It's a trophy. You'd look at back in Newcastle, I've won the trophy for 70 years. How do you think they feel? We haven't won a trophy since 2008. They haven't won a trophy since 1953. I wasn't even born then. Milton Dermot, I will never give an ass any props. I hope they don't win anything. They're too arrogant. I get what you're saying here, but do you know the point I'm making? I was trying to use them more as an example of owners don't back managers now. I think some owners really don't. But big up to 101 if you're watching as well tonight. Big up to everyone. 22 of you and 78 of you on X. Big up 2-1 to Chelsea. Chelsea, we're officially still 14th now. OG, I reckon. Yeah, own goal. I'm honest, mate. I call it negative dark. I don't have blind faith in any way. That's for others who are allowed to have it, but not for me. And I think that's right to have. I mean, if we were all delusional and all have blind faith, we'd be a weird fan base. And I think what makes good fan bases is everyone is different. Everyone has different ways of supporting Tottenham Hotspur. At the end of the day, we do support the club. We'll all agree that Levy is no good. We all agree Daniel Levy has to leave the football club. We all agree that Daniel Levy has to sell the club for a better owner to come in to take our club forward. We know he's the problem. We know he's the obstacle. And as I said, 16 managers in 24 years and only one trophy proves that point. He's the obstacle. On Ange Postecoglou, look, every fan is entitled to his right under Ange. It doesn't matter if you're Ange out or Ange in. Come at the end of the day, we just want best. We all want what's best for our football club. And I think it's right that we have. I think it's right we have balance. I think it's right we have fans with different views because it keeps. I think it makes us realize that the fans that are a bit deluded, like myself, and I'll admit that I am deluded. I am a deluded fan. I have to be calmed down. I have to be kept level because I've got to tell you, I'm deluded. And I think it's right that you got to have that balance. You got to have that with every positive. There has to be an anti. For every delusion, you got to have a person that's not negative. Is the wrong word. I think you got to have a fan that's probably a little bit less deluded than myself. So I think it's right, and I don't think it's anything wrong with it. I really don't. I think it's right to have that because it balances out a fan base. And fan bases do need balancing out. Now, I'm just going to. Oh, that's the Manchester United to talk about. So okay. So look, I don't think it's dark or negative, man. I think it's right to have that attitude. And I think it balances me out, if you know what I mean. You a bit like Philip as well. When Philip used to do shows with me, me and Philip never agreed on everything. And Tequila, and he was my balance, and like you're my anti-balance, really, Tequila. You keep me sort of level, so I don't go too deluded because you do come out. So hang on, Dermot, did you think about this? And I think about it and think, do you know what? He's right. Or if I say something to Tequila, he'd say to me, do you know what, Dermot? I think you might be right. So it's all about finding that right balance. And this transfer window has proved one thing that we all want Levy out. We all want Enoch out. This is one thing about this transfer window. It's brought the fans together in that way. Angie's always going to be a decisive figure one way or the other. As I said earlier, I know him from Celtic, so that's my sort of go point. Tequila didn't know him from there. Tequila only knows him from here. So he has this to work off. And I think he's right. And I think everyone in the chat is right to their opinion, and everyone's right to have their voice, their views. It's about a balance, having a balanced fan base. And I think on this channel, we have a balanced fan base to forward conversations, to talk about stuff, to talk about transfers, to talk about management starts, to talk about games, to talk about formations, to talk about players. If we all agreed, it'd be a very boring fan base. And because we don't agree, and one thing I will say, and I will say that, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, me and Tequila have had debates on plenty of subjects on Tottenham. One thing I will say, that man is so respectful to me and my opinion. When we lost to Everton, lost to Arsenal, and who did we lose to? Leicester. He could have quite easily came on and say, I told you we were shit. I told you so. And to be fair to him, he didn't. He came on and he supported me because I was in pain. And that shows the measure of the man. That shows the measure of the supporter he is. He may have a different view to me, but deep down, he's a caring, kind individual who will put aside his own views to help his fellow Spurs fan. So, you know, I really love working with Tequila. I do enjoy working with him. I find his views, we do have to crack doing it. But deep down, he's one hell of a nice guy. He's one hell of a loyal guy, and he's one hell of a really loyal Spurs supporter. All he wants is the best for his football club, like we all do. All he wants us to be successful. Where the likes of me, Philip, Peter M, Milton McDonald, a few of us, and Gerard probably as well, a few of us in the chat, we've all seen us win trophies. We've seen us win FA Cups. We've seen us win UEFA Cups. Shit, for Christ's sake, Philip and Wilton and Peter probably seen us win a lot more. I've seen us win 3 FA Cups. Well, I was alive for 3. Don't remember 81, but I sort of remember 82. So you can say I've been alive for 3 FA Cups, UEFA Cup, and 2 League Cups. So I've seen us win, members win 82, 84, 91, 99, and 2. I've seen us win 5 trophies. Tequila's only seen 1. Or maybe 2. So he has a right to be angry. He has a right to be miffed. He has a right to be asking questions. He has a right to demand the best. We've seen the best. There's fans who haven't seen us win anything. All they've known is the Enoch era. I saw people like Tequila and the fan base around here say all they've seen is the Enoch era. and I've seen the Sugar era, I've seen the Scholar era. I was born within the Richmonds and Burnham's era, so I've seen a lot more. And yes, I keep going back to when we nearly went bankrupt, nearly went to the wall, going to bed. Did we have a football club to support? That was the worst moment of my career. I think this with Levy's just a, for me personally, it's just a dip in the ocean compared to what I went through as a fan, knowing my club could go absolutely out of existence. But to fans that have only known ENIC, this is their moment of heartache and their moment of watching their team or club go out of existence. So I get it. I understand it. I get it. And and I've always been the very much balance of Levy in the middle, praising when he does well, criticizing when he doesn't do well. Look, this window, we're ending it great, but it doesn't excuse what we didn't do for the last 20, 30 something days. Why do we have to wait to deadline day? We're 1 hour and 14 minutes left and we're still looking for players. Why can we have not got this done sooner? So look, when Tequila comes on, and Carl as well, I'm sure we're going to have a good discussion about this. And I just feel that everyone should have their opinion heard and everyone should be fair with their opinion. Big up Peter, 14 seems sweet right now. It does. It does. Levy will keep Ange for years. If he's going to have a sack, he would have done it last summer. I don't think he would have done because we finished 5th. I think the review this season is going to be very, very interesting. Yeah, Peter says respect that. And you've got to, Peter, you're spot on. You've got to. And I think that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's all about respect at the end of the day. Tequila come on here the other day and Wilton said something really nice to him. And Tequila gave his reasons why he's Ange out. Now, some other channels, people would have jumped on him. In here, we respect his opinion. And that's what it should be about, respect. Big up to Rhino. Big up, Rhino. Hope you're doing. If you want to come on, Rhino, get a membership, join the membership group and get to come on. I would send you a link. And if you want to come on, talk about the transfer window. I know you and me differ on Ange Postecoglou. I know you and me probably will now agree on Levy, but so get a membership, come on, join the WhatsApp group and come on and join us. See what you think. United on Sunday will tell a lot. Yeah, it will. It will. It will tell a lot, Jazz. Absolutely. Is it Villa? We've got Liverpool Thursday. We've got Aston Villa Saturday. I think the Liverpool game's on the 16th. So 16th of Feb. So yeah. It will tell a lot, though, you're right. Regardless of the cups, Ange has till the end of the season. No, Philip, I think you're right. Peter Ram with a big thumbs up from Tequila. And I look, Tequila, I hope it's okay for what I said. I just tell it how I see it, and I just know how you are, and I know what sort of person you are, and I want people to realise you really are a top bloke. And just because you have a different opinion to me doesn't make you any less of a top bloke. And you're a good friend. You're there for me when I need you, and when I have needed you, you've been there. And like Colin and like Philip as well, Brady as well, I have a very few core people within my inner circle, and there's a few people in that. And I will say Philip's been there for me. He has been there for me as well, and so has Tequila, and so has Colin. So, you know, I always call it how I see it, and I think it's great that we have difference of opinions, but we all respect each other's opinions. This is what makes this channel brilliant, and I love doing it. Colin saying 2-1 down. This transfer window was another Levy stunt when the fans will swallow it once again, feeding them crumbs, which I'm not going to swallow it. I just want them gone. United are apparently going to go to an empty stadium against Leicester. Look, Colin, if that happens, I would say fucking fair play to them. But can you ever see that happening? Not on your Nelly. Not in your Nelly. But it would be funny to watch it, though. I must be the only supporter who doesn't have a concern about Ange. I hope those hypocrites who run the club leave and hope we get a decent. That's what we want, Milton. That the last bit. Look, 1 hour and 10 minutes to go, guys. So hopefully somebody joins me soon. I'm getting a bit lonely on my own. So they said in Brookside all them years ago. I'm getting lonely. I'm getting lonely here on my own. I'm gonna go and see Father Ted. Maybe he might offer me a cup of tea. Go on, Father. Go on, Father. Don't want a cup of tea. So I'm going to my Father Ted mission. Yeah, look, Levy for me has to leave the club. Levy has to leave. It has to. So somebody buy the club, please. Maybe they should do deadline day for owners. Do a owners transfer month for owners to buy and sell clubs. That'd be good. We have Borisev column. Nah, they'll get smashed 3-0 and then walk into the shop. Oh, don't leave poor old column alone. Rename it. Oh, bladder. Oh, they're shopping once again in Lidl. Yeah. Tequila says no. There's others, Wilton. You're not alone, mate. That's good to hear. Probably Boris after Liverpool put 5 past you. Anything is look, we're beating Liverpool. We are beating Liverpool. I'm sorry, we're getting to the final. Dermot, that's you and the deadline day specialist trying to save money, but wasting it all on other ways. Can you imagine a deadline day for buying and selling clubs? That'd be fucking awesome. You know, I'm sure Colin would love that. Anyone born to buy Man United. And it'd be down to the fans to sell the clubs, by the way, not the owners. So the fans have a choice who buys the club. We've got Boris coming in. Big up Boris. Colin says, Colin, it's not that hard to put 5 past us when you've had a tree and go, well, we've got Kingski now, haven't we, Boris? So get with the project. We're gonna win on Thursday. What's all this? We're gonna lose. Bollocks. We're gonna win. We're gonna win 2-0. We have a ghost in goal. Oh, is that called Onana, the ghost? I've seen him. He's quite good. I like him. We've had too many happy clappers, and it's been like that for years. I'm a happy clapper, and I'm glad to be a happy clapper. Why was Marcus O today? He went to bloody Burnley on loan, I think. I should have come back to the club myself. Typical. I made up my mind on the manager. I've told people on Channel 1, I feel this way, I can back it up with facts if needed, so people can think and believe what they like. More power to them. I was just trying to be nice, that was all. Right. Let's see any news. Okay. Cheers, Tequila. Thank you so much. Oh, there, poor old Carl. Good luck. and then come on. Oh yeah, I will do. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, guys. Peter, don't know about everyone's. Well, we will on this channel. We will. Newcastle won the Fairs Cup in 1969, 70 years ago. Philip makes me feel old. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do, guys. I need a quick drink. So what we're going to do is, at this moment in time, we are going to plug our channel sponsor, of course, Private Internet Access, the best private internet access around. And we have got, I want to use the other one, but I don't know if we can. I'm waiting for somebody to say if I can use it or not. I really want to use it. Probably not. Okay. Here is Killian O'Connor doing his voice in our channel sponsor. So please enjoy this. Back in a couple of mo's.
Let me talk to you. A little reference there. But I'm going to stop messing about. I'm going to talk to you about private internet access, the best VPN in the land. Now, when you're online, you may not realize, but all of your data is there for the taking by anybody. With a VPN such as private internet access, your data is safe and secure, streamlined, and nobody else can get hold of it. That's why I use one anyway. VPN's very easy to use. Private internet access, all you got to do is log on your phone, select where you want to be. So I want to be in America, and I click go, and there we are. You can also link up your devices to it from your phone if that is easier for you. It's available on a lot of platforms as well. as you can see, and you can use it for a very, very big range of things. So that's even better as well. You can use it, like I said, on all your devices, smartphone, tablets, gaming consoles, and stick it on your modem. And it's unlimited devices. One equals all. It's available all across the world, and it works perfectly. What they do is they mask your IP address, so pesky 3 o'clock kickoffs aren't an issue anymore, and they're independently audited, so there's no logs, 30 million customers, and 4.5-star Trustpilot rated excellent review. Private internet access. Get yours now.
Definitely get yours down. And it's €45. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. I love it, Keeler. Yeah, well, if I can find them, I would. It is €45 a month plus 4 months free at the end of it. So do what Killian Murphy does. I want to use the other one. I really do want to use the other one, but we can't because we can't monetize the channel, and that is not funny. But it is bloody hilarious. I don't know if Philip Brady would like it, but oh dearie me. But it's all fun on transfer deadline day. We are now down to the last hour. Tequila is going to join me at 10 o'clock, so he's going to be with me to the last hour, sir. And that would have been great. Where are we on the thing? I know Ronnie asked me, Craya, is he any good as a young player? Yeah, Tell is very good, Rhino. I'd be very look. I think we've got a steal here. I think we've got a talent. So yeah, for me, great buy at all. United are apparently going to read that. Where am I with the chat? Read that. G'day, Philip. Hope all is well with you and your family. Shamu says Black Sabbath first album out was Led Zeppelin first and 2 out in the year. It was that long time. No, God, it was awful, wasn't it? Big up to Erwin. Big up Erwin from Mortford. He says hi. Hi. Thanks, Wilton. All good. Hope you're well. Tequila, stay safe and well. Dermo is the angel on the shoulder. I'm the devil on the shoulder. Need a bit of both to be balanced, I think. Yeah. Yeah, we do. This is why Tequila is great for the challenge, because he's really the anti-me. Like he loves his club, but where I'm so deluded at times and just go off in a tantrum, I go off like we're going to win the quadruple. He's the one that says, "No, calm down a bit. This is where we are. This is what's happening. This is the reality of the situation." Then I go back. Oh yeah, can I go back to being deluded again? So yeah. Tequila is the sensible one of the out of the team. We always describe us three, me, Tequila, and Colin, as the three out of Top Gear. Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond, and James May. Now, the guys have compared me to James May. Richard Hammond is a bit like Tequila, and Jeremy Clarkson's like Colin. So make of that what you will. Thanks, Wilton. You too, mate. Wilton McDonald. I keep telling Dermo to eat the extra jelly donuts. That's my job. He does, and that's what sends me in about. Way. Oh dear. Saw Black Sabbath live just after Paranoid come out. Wow, just about 2. Yeah. Had I known what the next 20 years would have been a bigger album. You can still be a bigger Alan Nielsen fan. Should we start an Alan Nielsen fan club for Tequila? What do you reckon, Tequila? Should we start one? We need to start a Jurgen Klinsmann one. Alan. I think it was Alan. I can't remember. I need to check that out when you come on. Too right, Domo. I've seen a lot of success at Spurs right now. We've had a great potential to win things, but Enoch don't seem to worry about too much about that. As long as the club, aka company, is profitable, absolutely spot on. Peter, couldn't agree more with that. The present ownership is a drop. Exactly. I've seen 13 trophies. Wow. So you've seen, let me get this right now, Mr. Brady. You've seen the 67 Cup final, FA Cup, 71 League Cup, 72 UEFA Cup, 73 League Cup, 73 League Cup, 81, 82, 84, 84, 91, 91, 99, 2008. Am I missing one or two? Okay, you glued the first three, get you. The present ownership is a drop in the ocean compared to the bad old days. Yeah. But the problem is, Wilton, we can remember the bad old days. The fans today don't remember the bad old days. And I think that's the problem. It's not a problem. I think that's where they can't relate to what we went through under Scholar. And I think for them, this is their Scholar moment with the ownership. I do feel that. And I think maybe they got my tell on the thing. Okay. So maybe I'll ask Tequila when it comes on. What if that could be a fair enough comment to make? Philip Brady said, wasn't a fan for the first three, too young. 63 Cup Winners' Cup first as a real fan. Wow. I'm so jealous of you. I'm so jealous, Philip, watching Dyson and Jimmy, the Dyson final, Terry Dyson, Jimmy Greaves, Danny Blanchflower, John White, Bill Brown in goal, Dave Mackay, Bobby Smith up front. Oh, what players. All right, Philip, no need to brag about how many cups you've seen. Yeah, I know, Boris. I know. I've seen the best cup. I was going to say the Audi Cup and the Tiger Cup you should be pretty proud of. 16th of February. Big up, Mr. Wayne Bonner. You get your ass on here as well, Mr. Wayne Bonner. Let's not forget the Audi Cup and the Peace Cup. Oh, yeah, we can't forget the Audi Cup. That's important. Dermot, I have a sneaky feeling that Ange's career at Tottenham may mirror Fergie's career at United. Call me a dreamer, but I see patterns minus as the... Look, I'm going to... Tequila's going to kill me for this. Right. Being deluded, I probably would agree with you. Being sensible, probably not. But talk of the devil. Talk of here he is. This man needs no introduction the world over. He is the one and the only T. Cundy. He is going to give his, has anyone seen any transfers? He had it all written out, but we've got 3 in the door on transfer deadline day.
How are we doing, fellas?
Not too bad. Look.
I didn't catch all of that as I was trying to sign in. Something about you're going to make me angry. What are you going to do then?
No, I didn't want to make you angry. I said has anyone seen any transfers? You're going to do your T. Cundy bit, but we brought 3 in the door, so you had to rewrite your script now.
Yeah, we got a couple in. I can't do it.
What do you reckon to deadline day? Look, I asked the question earlier to Keeler, right? Do you think deadline? Do you think that this like month of January and it's done more for Sky Sports and done more for the TV more than anything else? Or do you feel that it should be how it used to be? You could buy a player all year round.
No, I actually do like the transfer window, because if you have it the whole year round, you're going to have tampering with players. And don't say it wouldn't happen. We all know that it did happen.
Of course, it did happen.
And you don't want, like Man City, for example, with all their billions, right? If they want to screw around with certain players from like Arsenal or something, or their other rivals or Liverpool, then that's what you would have. And don't say they wouldn't do it. Of course they would. So that's why you do need the transfer window.
Yeah.
As for your question regarding, is it become a bit like a pantomime? It has a little bit. We all remember quite fondly. Let's be honest.
Sorry, Tequila, I'm just going to cut off. So you keep talking. I'm just going to cut off because we've got Tottenham on the telly. So you keep talking. I'm just going to be back in a minute.
Okay. We all remember quite fondly the Harry Redknapp days, where he would go out of his way to pull up outside, like at 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. at night. He'd pull outside the training ground and speak to the Sky Sport people. He loved doing it, and he'd give you all the juicy rooms and stuff like that, and he'd act like their best mates. And we all lapped it up because it was bloody entertaining. I remember him being asked about Van der Vaart, which I think is still our best deadline day. transfer ever. I think it is Van der Vaart to me anyway, because that one was really like, okay, this guy is a world class player coming from Real Madrid, and even though he wasn't he wasn't actually with us for very long, was he? 2 seasons, I think. But I remember it quite fondly. I'm not interested in this year's, and I've explained why, because I don't believe in this manager anymore, so I don't want players for him. As long as if they're on loan, then that's fine. As long as there's no permanent transfers, this is my stance on it. So I'm not that invested in this one because I don't want players for this manager because I don't want this manager here. That's just my. But overall, though, it's quite exciting. I think we all kind of enjoy it. Don't you agree, Dermo?
Yeah.
You can still hear me?
Yeah, I would. Just to let you know, that deal, Tottenham might tell it's the only signing coming in. The other defender doesn't look like it's going to happen. The Burnley one. Tell is still waiting for confirmation on that. It is aligned with a 50 million option to buy, but Bayern Munich owes 25 to 30 million on the Kane deal. So with that taken into account, I think it was put in the chat, all we'd have to pay for Tell is 10 to 15 million euro in the summer. So let's see how well he does. Joining also is this man needs no introduction the world over.
Should have stayed in. Should have gone back to bed, shouldn't I?
Oh Lord!
Cole's been saying for weeks, Dermo, about we're going to get ones in. So we've got, how many did we get in today? We've got 2 in, haven't we?
We've got 2 in, yeah. Two in over the weekend.
I think Cole said 3, so we're waiting for this last one. Cole, what you got for us then? Who's the last one?
Oh, I've got nothing. It sounds like Tell's the last one. So
yeah,
I still think we should have got another centre back, but can't do anything about it now.
No. Peter Rem says Craggy Island is the right place for Spurs fans to live right now. Yeah.
Craggy Island.
A nice Father Ted reference there. Big up Peter Ted. Peter M. Sorry. Look, before we get back to the chat again, guys. Tequila, on the players we bought in. These are the 3 we've bought in. Actually, we've bought in a centre back, a forward, and a goalkeeper. If you can put aside your Ange, not like an Ange, right? If you're looking at it from forget Ange is the manager. If you're looking at it from a club point of view, do you think these were the right positions to go for in this window? Or do you think we should have gone somewhere a bit different with the players we brought in?
I think position-wise, as far as the centre-half is concerned, I would have preferred a left-footed centre-half who can also cover left-back if needed.
Yeah.
That's me being a perfectionist. But as far as like the area, the centre-half, yeah, we needed that. And yeah, we did need another forward as well. And I think Tells, from what I've seen, like, I don't follow the German league that much, but from what I've seen, he is a good player. I think he's probably better than the rest of our wingers. Maybe except Sonny, but this depends on what Sonny we're getting. So maybe Sonny at his full potential anyway is probably a better player than him. But we know that the Sonny we've got now, unfortunately, is on the decline. But rating him to our other forwards, I'd probably say he's our second best. So that more or less means that he would get into the team most weeks, which is probably what Ange told him to convince him, because I'm not sure what else he could have said to him to convince him other than the fact, all right, mate, you're literally going to be playing every week. So
I think he'd be better than Richarlison, to be honest.
Oh, you're not going to get an argument from me on that.
Look, I thought Richarlison played well in the first half against Brentford. Second half, it was the same Richarlison. Carl, you? Where do you think these were the right places to go in for this window?
Carl's we needed a left back.
Yeah,
we needed a left back, but we didn't get one. So that's pretty bad. But I don't know. Unless they're going to play Van de Ven on the left, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do it. But obviously, by the sounds of it, we tried to get lots of like centre backs. We didn't get. We got about 8 or 9. We just didn't get any of them. So I don't know. We'll just have to touch wood that we don't get any injuries through the rest of the season.
Well, we do have Romero. Yeah, I think we've got Romero coming back, haven't we? I know Dragonson is out for the whole season. I mean, guys, Tequila, where does that leave, do you think, with this new centre-back, Kevin Deason, coming in now? He's very much in the Van der Ven role type player. He's good with his feet. He's very strong. He's not as quick as Van der Ven because of his stocky build, but I think he's a very good defender. He's better than, I think, a Dragonson. I think him and Van der Ven could strike up a really good partnership. Do you think with the goalkeeper we've bought and now this new centre back that Romero could be out the door in the summer? Do you think that could be a possibility?
I mean, that could have been a possibility no matter what. But it might be one of those things that, if he refuses to sign, how many years has he got left in the summer, Dermo? Is it 2?
I think it is 2, yeah.
2, I believe.
Well, that's more or less stick or twist. So if you offer him a contract and if he doesn't agree to sign the new contract in the summer, then you've got to cash in. That's the way that it is. We don't want to, we don't want him running down to his last year. Then we'll get a significantly less cut price for him. I'll be honest, I haven't heard about this guy this much. I know Boris in the chat has told me a little bit of information about him. He seems to rate him quite highly. I myself don't know that much about him. I don't particularly follow, French football. I've watched a couple of games, but I always say, and a lot of times I felt I've been proven right in the past, but it's not 100%. But whenever I look at other teams that come in for him, and it was only Wolves, and we hijacked Wolves. So for me, if he's such an amazing player, where were the other teams?
Yeah, I think that's a fair.
That's not me saying this guy's rubbish. I never said that at all. I'm just saying that for me sometimes is a little bit of a barometer regarding the general quality of the player. It doesn't always work out that way. It's not an exact science, and it could be that because of his pace, as you've said, nobody's as fast as Van der Ven. So, because of his pace, maybe he will thrive. And that's the key thing. Maybe he will thrive like Van der Ven has thrived in Ange's system, because you need that recovery pace. And if that's the most important thing for defenders in Ange's system and he's got high pace, then maybe he'll overperform in this system. But overall, as a barometer of him, he's 26 years old, I believe, unless I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Where's the other teams in for him? Yeah, the other so it's only Wolves. So I've got a question.
Juve and Roma wanted him. Juve and Roma wanted him, but it didn't happen.
Okay.
See,
also, also, if you've watched him play, he's actually a better header of the ball than Van der Ven and Romero.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
Yeah. Boris says, but Lens priced him out for Juventus move after them wanting 35 million euros for him. So, look, no player, guys, every player is a risk, isn't it? Every player you buy is a risk. He's either going to be a brilliant signing or a flop. So we want to know what he's like until he plays his first game. So the question is, do you start with Decent and Tell for the game against Liverpool? Tequila, do you put them in, yay or nay?
I probably would put Tell in because I think he's probably played enough big games to where I don't think he'd be overwhelmed. I'm not sure on the centre half. I probably wouldn't. I'd put him on the bench for me.
Carl, what are you going with?
I'd put Tell in from the start and play him as the striker. But I think Ben Davies deserves to keep his place at the moment, to be honest. So,
yeah, I think he does. Guys, there's a few things I was talking about earlier, and I wanted to talk about it to you guys. You guys are slightly younger fans than me, right? So, it's like Tequila and you, Carl, all you've known is the ENIC era, the ENIC ownership. And where I've known other ownerships for the club, and maybe like I touch on to the Scholar ownership where I keep telling you guys we nearly lost. I've sent you plenty of videos about it, Tequila. About it.
I've seen some of them. Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, go on, Carl.
Yeah, I don't remember the Scholar era, but I do remember the Sugar era.
Yeah. So do you feel, guys, that you have a right to do you feel this is your Scholar era, if you know what I mean? Do you feel under the Levy leadership that this is your scholar ownership or sugar years? Do you know what I'm getting at? Because this is really the only proper ownership you've known.
I feel like this has been a long 24-year relationship with someone who keeps promising you they're going to get better, and then they don't do that, and you just carry on with them anyway.
Yeah, I suppose that's a good point, isn't it, Dealer?
He's just got to go. He's just got to go. He can't afford to, or he doesn't want to afford to run the club like it should be run as a football club anymore. So he needs to leave.
For me, I find myself in kind of a little bit of a unique situation for me, whereas I've been Levy out since Martin Yule, so we're talking nearly 20 years, right? So the Levy out is not new to me, but I'm at the point now where I detest nearly everything. And that for me is a new low, if you want to call it that way, right? Because normally, normally I've been against it. See, my feelings on the ownership haven't changed in 15 years or 20 years, right? Managers, it's been a little bit iffy, right? But I find myself where I don't believe in many of our players, especially the senior players. I have little faith in them. We lost our talisman, Harry Kane, who was the last kind of player I did really believe in. The other player I kind of believed in was Sonny. He's on the decline. So I find myself not particularly liking the majority of our senior players. I like some of the kids. Thank God I've got that to kind of gravitate towards. I strongly dislike the manager for reasons I've explained. So I dislike all of it. So for me, it's kind of like I've got virtually nothing to hang on to. Whereas in the past, I haven't minded the manager. So I've disliked the ownership and that stuff hasn't changed. But I haven't minded. The majority of the managers I haven't minded. Or there's been players in the team, like I say, Harry Kane. I read you my top 5. Harry Kane, Bale, Modric, Berbatov, Keane. There was always something. But right now I find myself, and this is probably when I've been so vocal lately, because I find myself in a unique situation where I have virtually nothing. There's nothing.
No, I agree with you. I think you have a right to that. And I think you're right to feel that way. Look, as I said, I've been through this under Scholar and Sugar. So due to the club nearly going out of business and having to be bailed out and saved by Alan Sugar and Terry Venables. So I think it shows probably, I probably see that as my low. I think anything else, you're sort of numb to that now. And it's sad to see. I mean, Wilton says it. I mean, Wilton's been a longer fan than all of us put together. And he says, that's very sad to hear that it explains the level the club is at.
It does.
And I think
it does.
It does. And I think this is where we need to look after fans like you. We need to help you and pick you up again and show you the support and show you that we understand and we care and we appreciate and we respect how you're feeling. And instead of barraging you or having a go at you, we should be looking after you. We should be saying, as older fans, look, we understand how you feel. We understand that you are at this low. But we're there for you. We will pick you up. We will look after you. As fans, we've got to do this. And I think it's too many people and too many fan bases where fans get left behind. You don't leave another fan behind. There's a thing in the Marines, you don't leave a man behind. On this channel, you don't leave a fan behind. And we're with you. We're behind you. We're ready to pick you up. We're ready to help you through this time, help you through this time where Tottenham have made you this, and I would say numb. That is probably a word for it, Tequila. I suppose I could. Would you say that's a word for it, numb, or would you put anger? How would you put it in one word if you could?
There's a combination. I know. I think numb, desensitized, numb.
Yeah.
I've described myself as a jaded fan. I think that word is very prevalent as well. Being jaded. But like I say, it is like I say. I find myself a little bit worse than I normally am because normally I've got something, be it a manager who I at least respect, and that's the key word, Dermo. I'm sorry. I know you feel differently. I know I was in the chat too, but I don't respect Ange Postecoglou. He doesn't need me to respect him,
Oh,
but I don't
God's
respect
sake.
what's happened.
Sorry. I'll get to it in a minute. I hope this is right. I need confirmation on this. I don't like using. Can you look into this for me? The Van der Ven news card before you say it to anyone. Can you double check this for me?
I'm not sure what news you're on about them. Is it?
I'll tell you in a
Twitter,
minute.
is it?
Yeah. X. Carl, are you there? Carl has passed out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Can you double check this? Wilton says here, he says, I am sad for the younger fans. Look, Tequila, all I can say, I'm here for you. I will help you. I will back you.
Mate. Mate.
And I will carry you. As a fan, I said it earlier, and I said it, I hope it came across what I was saying earlier about you, by the way. You do keep me level, because if you leave to me, I'd be so far up fucking deluded mountain.
I do try, Dermo, but you're a man to yourself, bruv. You are very unique, Chappy. Let's put it that way.
I think you and me I described us as the three men from Top Gear.
While we've got him here, Carl,
Yeah.
don't think I didn't see his comment. He called us the Three Stooges.
Did he really? I missed
Yes,
that.
he did. I saw the comment, Carl.
Right. Yeah, we saw it.
Yeah.
Right. We do have a bit of breaking news. The news that Telltale has finally completed with an option fee of 55 million. So you take 30 million off that. Now all he's doing is shortly signing. Carl, is that news correct?
I can't find anything, mate, unless my Twitter's playing.
Right.
Up. I
If you
can't
go
see
into
anything on
Spurs
there.
Army.
Okay.
Well, I'll give you what it is. This is just now broken the last few minutes on Spurs Army on X. It apparently is an exclusive. We are waiting for confirmation for this, by the way. Mickey Van der Ven injured and may require an operation. He was not rested versus Brentford.
That makes it worse. Why didn't we buy another centre back?
Now, this is unconfirmed. This is unconfirmed. We're waiting for this to be confirmed. Tequila, what do you reckon to that news? This is unconfirmed, by the way.
I won't use. Okay, so we don't know 100%. So anything we say is, based upon just the information we've got.
It's rumored.
Okay, so I won't use this opportunity to take another shot at Ange. I certainly could, because I don't have the information to back it up.
I will.
But
I will. He lied to our face if that's the truth.
So what I mean
if that's the truth, he lied to our face because he said he would.
Yeah, but did he get injured again? Was he played again, just like Ange did before? Did he play him too soon for those minutes against not Brentford?
Oh, against
European. Yeah. So if he was injured during that period, then that's twice where Ange has played him too fast. And that is stuff where it's like, okay, so what are you doing, mate? But I can't say that because I don't know for sure. But if it's true and he picked up the injury during that the European tie, then what is going on?
And questions have to be asked then.
Well, okay, that's twice. That's twice. It's happened.
Yeah. Paul O'Keefe has reported that Mickey's struggling and in doubt for the Liverpool match. That is the only tier one source I've seen. We will keep you updated on that, by the way. It's amazing we'll go from one high to a low, isn't it, Tequila, in a matter of seconds?
Well, I'm pretty convinced that Mickey Van der Ven is the one player we can't afford to lose for Ange's system.
Yeah.
And I think that even though Romero is a good defender, it's Van der Ven that literally it's the recovery pace. Literally is is the most important thing, I think, for us defending. It seems that way.
Let's hope it's just a knock and he's not injured, but he's just come back a bit too soon.
Yeah.
But then why the hell did they?
If he is injured as well, you can make there should be an inquest for what Ange and the medical team, because they're not faultless in this, are playing, but also surely with all these injuries, big concerns over his long-term future. You can't keep getting injured again and again and again and again.
You mean of him retiring as a footballer?
I don't know if he's going to retire, but you do have to have very big concerns that is he just, unfortunately for him, one of those players who's just a little brittle, and and will that stop him? Is this going to be a thing? Like not only for us, but for his whole career? Is he going to be a player that you can only get 20 games a season from?
Yeah. Now
it's not even a thing. It's not even a thing because it's like obviously Anne said before that he plays it off the medical report, and Van der Ven, the medical report said he was fine and Van der Ven was up for playing. So even then, at the same time, obviously as well as Anne, you can blame the medical staff for saying he's fine, and probably Van der Ven as well. If he wasn't pretty fit, he should have been honest.
Well,
I look. Boris says I've never seen anything credible from Spurs Army on Twitter, so let's hope they got some wrong information. Ange will only play player based on medical reports, so I don't blame him, but MVB is the most valuable asset he is. I don't get it, guys, right? I don't get it. So does that change your back four then on, is this why we had to get this in? Did we know this was happening? If just to say, for example, right, I want to use this as a sort of hypothetical question for you guys. If Ange lied or he didn't lie and he got injured in training, then does that, do you still blame Ange then for that, or is it just one of them things? I'll start with you, Tequila, because surely the medical team should be getting blamed for this as well. If a player's not fully right to come back, surely they should say, well, hang on a minute. We'll release him when he's ready. Should the medical team take responsibility for this as well? If this is true.
Well, yes. I mean, Ange, I'd like to believe, and again, I'm trying to avoid taking shots. I easily could. I'll try to believe that Ange is respectful enough of other departments that he will trust in what they say. So if the medical team has said to him that he's good to go, that he's, taking it on board and everything like that, I'd like to believe that they can communicate with each other and that they can actually get on. We've heard stories, Dermo, that's not always been the case. So you wonder what has been going on there sometimes, but we don't know. This is all, once again, more rumors. We're not privy to it. It might explain why it sounds like we were going after another centre half, because I'll be honest, I didn't think we needed another centre half. No. I thought we had the one. I actually thought that was enough, but that might explain why we were making these really late bids for the Burnley player and everything like that. Because maybe he's literally just found out, or we found out literally today that, oh, great, he's been injured again, and it's another spell on the sidelines. I mean, it's a bloody disaster, but there we are.
Yeah. We do have another bit of breaking news, guys. I'm sure this will please you, Carl. I'm sure Carl will be going there with his daughter. I'm sure it will. Me and Tequila will want to go there as well, but for totally different reasons altogether. Yeah. Tottenham Hotspur Football Club have announced on deadline day, this is a big signing for Tottenham, that Beyonce will perform 4 more dates at the Spurs Stadium. The 5th of June, the 7th of June, the 10th of June, and the 12th of June, 2025.
Yeah, me and you can go there, Dermo. I'm not sure that we're going there for the music, to be honest. No.
Do you catch while you still can?
Yeah, you can see Carl there with his daughter now. She'd be listening in. Right, Dad, we're going to see Beyonce.
I'm not going to see Beyonce.
You are.
I'd rather go and see a Daniel Levy tribute act.
Wow. Uncle Wright said Fred, wasn't it?
What? Yeah, I'm too sexy for my Spurs.
Yeah.
Oh no! It will be Donna Colin, and it'll be a film called "The Chase of Donna Colin," chasing Daniel Levy and Boris around the office.
We do know that Daniel Levy just plays hide and seek in that building anyway.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. She'll be looking for you, Carl, next. Me and Tequila have been, we've told her where to go, so she's after you next, mate. Me and Tequila have got it out of that one.
I'll
Me and
take
Tequila
one for the team.
Yeah, me and Tequila going to watch the beach volleyball. That's what we're going to watch.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
He'd be thrown out.
Yeah.
He'd be thrown
No,
out.
Philip's got us in. Philip's got VIP tickets, by the way. For me
There's
and
nothing.
Tequila.
There's nothing else about Van de Ven at all. Anywhere I'm looking, there's nothing
No,
at all.
so I'm hoping I'm
hopefully.
hoping it's just a rumor. But look, I thought it was right saying. I thought it was right to bring it out. So I hope you guys didn't mind that. Right, we've only got half an hour left on the window, so let's talk about windows. Let's talk about this window in general. Let's talk about other Premier League clubs. Let's start with, say, I know we don't like them, but let's start with Arsenal, Tequila, and then we'll go to you, Carl. If you're looking at it from I'm trying. Look, I want you to look at it as a football fan, right?
Okay.
Okay. And then we are going to talk about Man United as well, because I think that's worth talking about, because I've got some news today, and I do want to talk about that. Arsenal were after Nico Williams and Ollie Watkins. Now, they did have 2 bids rejected at Arsenal from Aston Villa. Do you feel Watkins would be a good fit for Arsenal, or do you think he should stay at Villa?
Quickly, Dermo, you said a little bit earlier on that you didn't think that Arteta's been backed. I can't agree with you, mate. But they spent 100 million on Rice. They've had a lot of money spent on it. It's just for some reason.
Fair enough.
For some reason, they've been adverse to buying themselves a proper striker. I don't know what it is. Watkins would be great for them, and I do think it's obviously it's too late this year. I don't think they're going to catch up to Liverpool.
No.
But if they were to bring in a Watkins, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Maybe in the summer, but then they would become significantly, I think, title rivals for next year.
Yeah.
If they get themselves a proper striker, Dermo, because that is what they've been lacking. Let's be honest. As much as I dislike them.
Yeah, exactly. Nico Williams as well was a loan deal. That could have been easily done. Do you feel that?
Great little player he is as well.
Yeah, he is. Tottenham were linked with him as well, and I don't know why we just didn't go for him. Like
he wouldn't, Dermo. He wouldn't. He's got so much bigger suitors. There's no way that he would come to Spurs.
No,
he's got. There'd be too many other big teams in for him. It's just. It's not where we are right now. I wish we were able to compete for these players, but we're not.
Yeah, I get you. Carl, Manchester City, because all the charges against them, they've been buying this window with Pep. Do you feel that Man City have sort of buying for the sake of buying because they've got money, or do you feel that they've been trying to fix the problems? Because, I mean, they did get pumped 5-1 yesterday. They haven't been great this season. Do you put that down to an aging squad, or do you feel that Man City haven't sort of backed Pep in the way Pep should have been backed?
I think they've got a very aging squad.
That's all we got out of Carl.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet. That was short to the point. Look, right. Let's talk about Manchester United. Because of our mate Colin Tequila, who's swiftly in bed at the moment, dreaming of. He's back. It seems like he just. Yeah, but are you back? Yeah. Okay. So we got to Asian squad, and you just went quiet. So, do you want to add anything else to that?
Maybe there's nothing left to add. Maybe it's just simple like they got an Asian squad. That's it. Screw him.
That's it.
That's true. Yeah.
He's gone again.
He's gone again. Okay. Man United then.
I got given this right. Today. Oh, he's back again.
Oh, no, he's okay. He's dropped.
Okay.
I think his kids might have. Maybe they're waking up.
Yeah. Right. I got given this today. Now I've got to sort of read this.
Okay.
Oh, he's gone. He's completely gone. I've got to reread this a little bit, Tequila, so we don't get ourselves into trouble.
Okay.
It's in the private chat, by the way. United fans promised to up their. Oh, he's back again. To up their to up their protests if necessary in the next, after the next game. This coming out after the debt and financial books were leaked online of the club's revenue. A student accountant managed to see these before they were taken down, and that is why United have closed for the window as it stands, which we knew that at 3:45, before Sky Sports even announced it. Manchester United must qualify for Europe competitions next season, otherwise the Manchester club is in a massive danger of points deduction or possibly worse. Look, you look at our ownership, as much as we hate them, but Tottenham are financially healthy. You look at Manchester United, probably one of the biggest clubs in the world, and they're close to collapse. Should there be a tighter rules on people buying clubs? And B, the way the Glazers bought the club is they used the club as assets against a loan. Should the Premier League at that time been a bit more tougher on that? And do you think they just didn't bother because the Glazers just say, well, look, there's so much money, we're coming in? Do you feel sorry for Column? And secondly, do you think Manchester United are in deeper shit than what they're letting on?
Do you want to go first, Carl, or do you want me to do it?
I think they're in. I'm sorry that my microphone is playing up. I think they're in massive problems, really, and I don't think they know how to get out of it. And also, Ineos, they can't really afford to run the club. So, really, that whole takeover is not the greatest thing in the world.
Where are you on it, Tequila? I mean, as the Column's a friend of ours, we do feel his pain as a friend, and he is a mate. He's a channel owner with us.
I feel sorry for Com because, as you say, he's a friend of mine. Do I feel sorry for the United fans in general? It's difficult because they've won 2 cups, Dermo, and success is relative. So you have to look at it like we'd all kill for 2 cups, right? This is us as Spurs fans. That doesn't mean that I can't see that Com's in pain and very frustrated. He is, just like a lot of us are with our team this year. So for that reason, yeah. Overall, they were so dominant for so many years, Dermo. I don't know, and there's probably, Com will know more than this. I know he's not in the chat at the minute, and United fans will know more than us. But there's been so many years of mismanagement there. And if you're telling me that they have to qualify, I'm assuming you mean Champions League, or do you mean any kind of Europe? When you said about financial, do you mean any kind of Europe? So does that mean Conference League as well?
Yeah, that means any Europe.
Well,
any competition.
They ain't going to get there in the league.
No.
So that leaves the FA Cup and the Europa League. I don't think they're going to win the FA Cup. They got a chance they got a chance in. They got as much of a chance in Europa League as we do.
Yeah.
Because I actually don't think there's that much between us and United. I think we're both pretty poor. Then I can't. No, I don't think they're going to qualify for Europe. And it's amazing to see them in this position because obviously they were so rich as well because they won so much and they were so dominant. I don't know how much has to have happened over the last, since Fergie left, really.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's amazing. You look at us; we're so not successful, but we're the best financial run club in the Premier League, and you've got a club that's been so successful, being the worst run club in the Premier League. There has to be a balance, right? Hasn't there? There has to be a balance of being successful in the boardroom, but also being successful on the pitch. You can't be one way or the other. Do you think Levy is too much one way? And you look at the Glazers, they're too much the other way. Yeah.
And what would be interesting, obviously Com's not here, but what would be interesting to know from United fans is how much on the field success they would give up to be okay off the field. Like, let's take the 2 last cups they've won, right? The FA Cup and then the League Cup under Ten Hag. Would they have sacrificed those 2 cup wins to get the Glazers out? I think a lot of them would say yes.
Yeah.
If they had an option to get the Glazers out or, at the expense of not winning those 2 cups. which leads me to something that Carl asked me that I was meant to reply to the other day. And since Carl's here, I'll do it. Carl asked me if I wanted Spurs to be relegated. My initial reaction was no. And then I started thinking about it more and more. And though I don't want us to be relegated, I thought of scenarios where would I accept us being relegated to get rid of Daniel Levy and Enoch? And I think I would. I'm not sure what that makes me, but I think that I would take us getting relegated as long as we came back up the next year, if it meant getting Enoch out. If
would that happen?
That's what I mean. That would have to be the trade-off. Like I'd need that would have to be the guaranteed trade-off, and I think I would if that was the guaranteed result. So
look, I feel sorry for Connor, man. It's shocking that and the big institution like a big English football institution like Manchester United are into a point where they needed a European place to survive. I mean, we read early in the season, Tequila, I think you and me were doing the show, and we got news from our source that Man United were close to going into administration before Eninos brought them over.
Yeah.
And I remember us discussing that at the time, and you and me being in absolute shock at that news. So if you look at it from a football point of view, does football have to look at itself in the mirror and say, hang on a minute, we cannot allow this to happen? Because it seems like football and the football authorities are not taking these owners seriously. Owners can come in and do what they want with our clubs, with our institutions. Owners are only custodians of these clubs. The clubs are us, the fans. And we seem to be the last one to be thought of. So when you look at the likes of Tottenham, you look at Joe Lewis and Enoch and Levy, and yes, that we don't buy many players, and we're on properly, but on the pitch we're not backed. Do you feel that football in itself has now gone down a path where we the fans are not looked? We're not respected. It's all about money. It's all about the next deal. It's all about the next business deal. Where 20 years ago, 30 years ago, when I was a kid, younger, and probably when you were younger guys yourselves, and maybe people in the chat, football was for the fans. Football was for the working man, working families. But it's not now. It's all about the prawn sandwich brigade. And that's a reference to Roy Keane.
Roy Keane, who famously said that. Yeah, that's right. I remember.
Do you feel it's gone that way, guys?
Carl, want to go first?
Do you want to go for that, Carl? Carl's just passed out on the venues.
Yeah, he's just throwing stuff across the room.
He is. No, I tell you what it is, Tequila. His daughter's badgering to get him to take her to see Beyonce.
Yeah, she heard us saying Beyonce. Now she's awake and she's going to pester him all night for it.
Mrs. Carl is actually demanding Beyonce tickets.
No, can you hear me now? Can you hear
me? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's I'm not with Tequila to the fact that I just hate them, but I have lost a little bit of passion.
You what?
I have lost a bit of passion to it. This season sort of worn me out a little bit so far.
Yeah, I think we all have in a way.
If this Van de Ven stuff's rumours true, then why did we spend all day trying to sign a defender who did not want to come to Spurs?
Yeah, well, there's the latest we've got, guys. This is now being reported. Last one on Spurs have reposted this as well, also via Paul O'Keefe. It's breaking news. Mickey Van de Ven went to the management and said he doesn't feel right. So that is the latest we've got. We've got other news in the chat. Loads of people joining us, by the way, guys. Have you seen the picture going around of our new striker Tell coming in the plane, by the way? He doesn't look the most excited of players joining the club, does he, to be fair?
I've made
Have you
plenty
seen-
of I've made plenty of jokes in the members chat about that he has to put one of those things that they put on players with house arrest, so that he can't get away. I could make loads of jokes about it, dude. Look, he obviously like. I don't know how professional he is, right? It's professionalism. All we can do, right, is hope that he's professional.
Yeah. That's
It's
it.
obvious. It's obvious he doesn't particularly want to be here. I'm not going to sit here and say that he hates it more than life itself, but he doesn't particularly want to be here. So we have to hope that his professionalism kicks in. That's it. Demo. I don't know what else to say. We have to hope that his professionalism kicks in.
I agree with you. There is a new song out, by the way. Do you want to hear it, guys?
Okay, go on.
Down you Levy, flew to Munich, but Mathis Tell thought he was a dick. He called for Mange, he saw the light. Now he's playing in Lily White. He hates Levy. He hates Levy. He hates Levy. He hates Levy.
Demo. Bloody hell.
I had to rephrase one of them words, by the way. It wasn't a dick. It was a
something. Yeah, I bet.
So going number one in the charts. That.
Yeah. Big up the Chili Music. He says Mickey van der Ven's picked up another hamstring injury in training on Saturday, and it's reported that the Dutch defender may require surgery. Thanks for the heads up. Chill, no surprise. Boris says, I've just checked again. Seems no one else is talking about Mickey. We'll check again. Can you is our other source awake or is he asleep? Can you send him an oi?
Oh, I can certainly send him it, but I think he's asleep. But I can certainly send him it.
Just go, oi, sleepyhead.
Yeah, he'll be pissed off at me, but that's okay.
Yeah. Oh, we want to know. This is breaking news. Big up to Anna. Big up, Anna. Anna's in. Queen Anna's in the house. We all have to behave now. Anna, please do us a favor. Please join the WhatsApp group. We need you in there. We do need you in there because we need, well, Carl needs you in there because we need you to control Carl. He's mischievous in there. Chili, please tell me you're joking. Where, huh? You what, Carl?
I'm a gentleman. I don't misbehave.
You do. You do misbehave.
I have asked the source. We'll see.
All right. Oh, you've been very polite to him. I know
yes.
you went, oi, wake up. I love how you speak to him. Chili, please tell me you're joking. Where this news come from? Boris says, Chile, only Spurs Army reported it. It's not been confirmed by anyone. Well, last one, the Spurs reposted. Sorry, that's Mrs. Tron upstairs throwing something around the room. Maybe she's heard the news about Mickey van der Ven. I see to find more credible news about it. Jazz Fusion said they are all financiers of a club. Somehow that gets lost in translation. That's true. All what has been said is by Paul O'Keefe. Apparently, Mickey saw and might be not there for the Liverpool match. That's all I've seen. David Clark, big up to Mr. Clark. The boss man's in the house from Leicester. He says, why are we buying a player, Kevin Dyson, when he failed the medical at Juventus only days ago? And if he passes the medical at Spurs, then questions need to be asked. Tequila, do you want to answer this one from David? He has passed the medical, by the way.
Maybe Spurs are more desperate than Juventus. Is that maybe a good way to maybe put it, David?
Yeah. That's so true.
Maybe where we need to take a bit more of a risk. Maybe there is a risk. You know what? If he gets injured as well, Dermo, if it's true that maybe that he's not 100% and then he gets injured in the first game, I mean, you can't write this stuff, can you?
No, you can't. It'd be like a movie. Big up to Boris. He says, David, he didn't fail it at Juve. So we've got counter.
Okay.
Getting counter questions here. 10 minutes to go, by the way. Carl, let me know when it gets to the last couple of minutes of the transfer window.
You're gonna hear Big Ben.
Sorry, I was too busy looking about your man Gavin Bazuna going out on loan from Southampton.
I haven't mentioned him all day, by the way. You buggers.
Oh yeah, this is the keeper you want us to sign to a demo, is it still?
Yeah.
Another keeper. Do we need another keeper? Haven't we got enough?
No, we've got Kinky now. Fuck you, Tequila. It's about Carl and the cockerel.
He's kinky to me, bro.
Yeah, but it's like you now. You get me saying it now. Carl gets me to say the cockerel clock. fucking cockerel, not cock. And you get me say kinkies and kinksy. Now you two are like double trouble. Anyway, Boris is saying today that he didn't fail at the Juve. You can see Boris pulling his hair out now. Even he's confirmed that he paid countless amounts of money to find out he didn't have any of those issues. So what's he saying, that he paid Juve countless amount of money to say that I failed my medical, so I didn't have to go to Tottenham? Is that what you're saying, Boris, in a roundabout way?
He did an interview. He did an interview saying that what they were saying was rubbish, and it was proven that nothing was found wrong, and he was absolutely fine.
All right, okay. So all right, fine. Sorry, Mr. Kevin. Big up to Anna. Anna says Levy showed his true colours. This is for you, Tequila, so you can answer this one. I think you're speaking for all of us, Tequila, on this one. Levy showed his true colours to the fans, the breakaway league, when he called us legacy fans. He knows tourist fans will fill seats if we all turned away from going. Right. Question to you, Anna. I live in Ireland. So I live in another country, not like these two lads live in the UK. I live across the water. I wave to Tequila every morning from the beach in Wexford, in Gorey. Tequila just sends up a flare just to says I'm still alive. I don't get anything from Carl. You know, he doesn't bother.
He keeps on trying to bring me across, Anna.
Well, you've just become an honorary. I've just made you an honorary Irishman now.
He keeps trying to get me in one of those boats. Like we hear all these migrants. He's trying to get me one of these boats to come across to him.
Only two people in Irish history have got honorary Irishmen: Jack Charlton and you.
I keep good company then. That's not bad.
Watch out, Tequila. He'll try and make you come across with his poaching.
Yeah, I'll give you GPS routes to take as well across the Irish Sea. It might get a bit choppy in the middle of it, right? But you'll be fine. Carl, you can take the plane like anybody else. Tequila gets smuggled into the country. No, he doesn't, allegedly.
Yeah, so I can live in Dermo's shed. So he's got it all planned out for me. I'm going to live in Dermo's shed, and he's going to get me to like work his garden and everything like that.
No, you're living in my basement.
John doesn't want to see you out the window.
Yeah.
Sounds ominous.
No, we've got a caravan for you outside in the front garden, Tequila.
I'm literally going to become Dermo's slave. He literally wants me to be.
No, you're not. It's because we can do streams together then.
Well, at least I'll have good internet then, won't I?
Yeah, see, that's why he's not coming to Ireland for anything else, because he's jealous of my internet.
He's like 20 times my speed, and he rubbed it in my face the other day.
I didn't mean to.
Yeah, he did.
Oh dear, I really didn't mean to. This is transfer deadline night, and we're talking about internet speeds.
7 minutes to go, Dermo. We're really firing it up, aren't we?
Yeah, we really are. Anna says I don't have WhatsApp now. Just use it, get it, download it, just get into the group.
Anna, I didn't either really before I started working with Dermo and everything. I was kind of like, I don't have it either. It's okay. It's just like other messengers, really. It's once you get used to it, so it's really not a big deal. Just put it on your phone. You can use it on your computer as well, or laptop if you want. That's how I use it.
Just got some news here from Mantis Tell. It is done. There's a picture. There's a lovely picture from on BBC Sport. I'm going to bring it up for you guys. It's really cool. I will do it. We've got, look. Oh, yeah. This is what I was getting at before we start talking. Carl, he keeps going again. Do you know what the problem is with Carl, right, Tequila? I think they're nagging him for Beyonce tickets. He's now online trying to buy them. Do you know that? That's what he's doing.
He's trying to hide it as well. He doesn't want his missus to know that he's going to get Beyonce tickets.
VIP tickets, like you, me, are already there because you, me, and mates were baldy, aren't we?
Yeah, we've got front row tickets and we've got spyglasses as well.
Yeah. You know, we're going into a box with Mrs. Tron and Column and Mrs. Column. You know, we're treating it as a channel outing.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not? You and me be sitting there eating prawn sandwiches.
We can stay at the hotel. We can go on the go-karts. Yeah. We can go on the Skyrise. All of it.
I've got a small confession to make. Do you know the go-karts thing, right? Do you know we all complain about the go-karts and the Skywalk and that, right?
Yeah.
I really want to go on the go-karts. I'll be honest with you.
I know you do.
I really
that doesn't surprise me, mate. You'd probably really enjoy it as well. I know you would.
I would video it for the channel as well, by the way.
You should do that. You should definitely video it. Yes.
Can you imagine you and me going around on the go-karts? We'd be banging into one another.
You'd be trying to knock me off the road. You would, mate.
You and me, but like Michael Schumacher and Eddie Irvine.
Eddie Irvine, bloody hell. That's going back.
Anyway, would you class me A, as a tourist, and B, are we legacy fans? I think that's an awful word to use, legacy fans. 5 minutes to go before the window shuts, by the way, guys. Tottenham have closed their windows. They're down. Shutters down, door closed, leave you throwing away the key.
No Harry Redknapp to go and talk to the Sky Sport reporters either. What a shame.
Are we legacy fans? Is that, I hate that word, but would you call me a tourist fan? Firstly,
no. I'll tell you why. It's because I know you're in Ireland now, but you spent significant amount of time around the London area. So no. But if you would have just been in Ireland, I suppose that would qualify for what I guess it would have to. But no, in your case, Dermo, because you spent significant amount of time in St Albans, is what you told me, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Where you used to live. So because you spent significant
in Cambridge as well.
Yeah.
Cambridge.
So I'd say no, it probably doesn't quite apply to you because you kind of spent a lot of time in England as well.
I don't class anyone coming from Ireland as a tourist. I'm sorry. I think it's wrong. I think if he's back again. I think anyone that comes to Tottenham, I don't care if you're American, French, German, English, Irish, Welsh, Scottish, or if you come from the North Pole, or you come from buying like Carl buying Beyonce tickets without telling anyone. I hate the word tourist, and I hate the word legacy fans as well. What the hell is a legacy? Is that an American term?
Legacy. Well, no, it's a nice way of saying older fans. I say a nice way, as in quotations. It's just a way of saying old fans.
Yeah. What do you reckon to that then, Carl? 5 minutes ago, Big Ben's on the telly. Looking smart. I don't think Carl is. I think Carl's.
Yeah, I think he's having problems with his phone, I think.
He is.
Never mind.
Looks like. Never mind. Look, no, big up to EA Spurs TV. Big up. I wonder where Tel has. I wonder number 10 has. I don't know.
Oh dear, Dermo. Oh dear.
Oh.
Have a look at WhatsApp.
He responded.
He has. Told you to wake up.
Oh dear. Do you want to read it out? Do you want me to do the breaking news thing? We haven't used it tonight.
Yeah, sure. Prepare yourself, fellas.
It was brought in for moments like this. I really want to do. Should we do the after the? Okay, we'll do the breaking news. Right. Oh God, you sound like Trevor McDonald now.
And now tonight at 10.
News at 10.
Okay, there's a bit more here. 1 sec. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so our source has unfortunately kind of confirmed what the Paul O'Keefe said, and that is that he did tell Ange and the team that he didn't feel right, and that is the reason why he didn't play. But no confirmation of anything like surgery, so it could be just something short term. And let's cross our fingers, I suppose, and hope that's all it is. Nothing about any surgery though, so make of that what you will.
Right, we're down to the last 1 minute and 20 seconds of the. Bazzuno has gone. I'm going to mention him now. He's gone from Southampton to Standard Liège on loan, so that is I had to get him in. A minute left. Tequila. Good window, bad window. I can't believe we didn't buy another centre back.
I didn't want any players bought permanently, so I can't say it's a good window because we did buy a player permanently. But that's for my personal own stance. But looking at them as players, I have my doubts on the centre half. Personally, I think Tell's a good. I think he's a good player. I wish he wanted to be here more than. I wish he wanted to be here.
Yeah,
But there we are.
I do.
He's a good player. He's a good player. He'll do well for us.
He will do well for us. We're down to 40 seconds, 30 seconds. We will, after it, we'll go for another 10 minutes if that's all right for you, Tequila, afterwards.
Okay.
Just to go over, I just want your your biggest, your transfer of the window. I've got mine.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was just looking at the same thing. The window has now closed. That is it. Done, finished with, dealt with, finished, finito, done. I don't any German for that as well. We cannot buy anyone. We cannot loan anyone. It has got what we got to the summer. Tequila, right, I know you sarcastically give it, and I know it's quite funny, giving it 1 out of 10. But just on the players we have bought in, forget the manager, on the players that we've bought in, how many would you give this out of 10 for the players we have bought in?
He's
really struggling here, guys.
You know what I'm tempted to say?
I know. Maybe
okay.
you're tempted to say, and then say something that
I'm tempted to say.
believe.
I'm tempted to say 1 out of 10 because that's kind of the ongoing joke. Because
okay,
I know that's what people want me to say, and it probably is more than a 1 out of 10.
Yeah,
I think the keeper looks decent. I'm not going to say he's a world beater, but he looks decent. Competition for Vic. Centre half, I haven't seen enough of him really, so I've got to wait to see if it passes the old eye test, so to speak. But I have my concerns. Attell is a very good player, and kind of surprised we got him because it looked like we weren't going to. But as I said, mate, I just wish that he wanted to be here a bit more. Not convinced we'll sign him on a permanent either. If he really wants to go back to Bayern, then there we are.
Right, we have got more news for you, by the way.
4 out of 10. There you go. 4 out of 10. There you go.
That's quite. I'm quite pleased with that, Tequila. I'm going to go for. Don't call me deluded by saying this. I'm going for 7 out of 10.
That's fair enough, bro. At least you didn't say like 10 out of 10.
Well, you really think I was going to say that?
I don't know. Sometimes.
Like
this comes from a man, guys. He thinks we're going to win every game 4-0. Bless him. I don't mind the optimism, but it's the fact that he won't give them a goal.
Was I right about Brentford?
Yeah, like our first clean sheet in like 3 months or whatever it is. I just want him to give them. If he starts saying 3-4-1, then I'll be like, okay, well, that's fine. At least you're giving him a bloody goal. Bless him.
You wait till you hear my score prediction for the Liverpool game on Thursday.
It'll be like 5-0, isn't it, Dermo?
No, I'm actually going for 1-0 Tottenham.
Okay, well that's a lot more grounded, yeah. Maybe. I'll take
that. Right. We have got thing. Surgery is in the summer, potentially, as he doesn't want to be out for the season. Mickey's choice. He wants to be available, if possible, to help Spurs in the run into the end of the season. Well, firstly, you've got to commend his bravery, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm going for more scans. The club's medical team not sure how far off he is from being 100%.
I hope that he's making a wise decision in the long term for his body.
Yeah.
I do respect the fact that he wants to do that.
I do.
It would depend, I think, Dermo, on what the surgery is and how long is the recovery time. Because if he gets it done in late May, would that enable him to be back for pre-season? Or how much of the next season will he miss?
Yeah, that's the thing. Look, very quickly, do you think he's more of a captain material than Romero is? He's prepared to put his body on the line for the club. He's prepared to do it all.
I don't know if I'd say there's players, and I think Harry Kane was like this for England. I know he wasn't our captain, it was Lloris, but there's players who lead by example, and I think he could be one of them. And there's players who'll give you a bollocking, and I don't think he's that player personally.
No,
but he could be a leading by example. Yeah.
I think so, man. If Mickey hadn't spoken up, Ange would have started him. So
probably, yeah.
So Ange listened, though. To be fair,
well, he kind of got it, wasn't he?
Yeah,
like, he kind of has to, doesn't he? If a player comes up to you and says, "I ain't feeling right," you're going to get into maybe legal issues and stuff like that if he plays him anyway. I think.
No, that is true. Anna says he used to go to games 5 or 6 times a day, traveling from Birmingham into the pain. I can only afford that many times a year. I won't go again or buy any Merc until Enoch is gone. Anna used to travel down from Hertfordshire, I think she said, somewhere along the line.
Hertfordshire?
Yeah, and down my neck used to be the neck of the woods.
Hertfordshire is slightly closer to Spurs than I am. I'm the next county up.
Where did you live in Hertfordshire, Anna? Let me know. I used to live in St Albans. Used to live in Hertfordshire. I used to go to games regularly. Yeah, it's really easy to get the Spurs like from St Albans, like the train. It's right on the main line from Bedford to London. Like, I haven't been in the last 6 years. I can't justify giving any more. Well, I'm going over in May. That's my birthday present from Derville for me. She buys me a ticket every year for my birthday. So that's my sort of birthday. I'm going over for 3 days with a group of us with the Kildare Spurs group, Supporters Trust, sports group. I'm going to do a lot of videoing for the channel over there. I'm going to do a travel blog as well, my journey over to White Hart Lane. Should be fun.
Yeah, why not?
And then going to do a match day blog. I'm hopefully going to meet up with you and Tequila you and Colin while I'm
Me and Tequila. There's going to be 2 of me down there.
Yeah, there is.
Double the fun for you.
Yeah, double the fun. But hopefully we'll organise that we can meet up with the pair. Yeah, I think we are. We might. I've got this vision of us 3 doing the live stream from a pub.
We're going to do the go-karts is what we're going to do.
Yeah, we're going to do the go-karts.
I mean, you were going to team up to not come off the road. So not ready.
I cannot believe we got another centre-back. Proper pissed off. That's why you want. Why waste a day of tweaking for Desiree? I know.
Carl does make a good point about bringing. Why didn't we bring like Phillips back? I mean, why did we bother buying him? Sometimes I don't understand this club that way.
I know. I put my hands up in the air. Shit window. We didn't get everything done. What was needed? Well, you blame Levy for that. Window closed. Well, this is Boris. Well, I feel he does because otherwise he would have made it guaranteed. There would be no optional fee for tell. So who knows what happens? Solomon says, whatever this man is.
Oh, hold on. There's a bit more.
Taylor has signed his contract, so the deal was completed in time. Official announcement from Spurs will either be in the night or tomorrow morning. So, at least that's one good bit. Danson's going to be fine, and he will be a success. 5 out of 10 for me. Awful window, bad business with Levy. Says he's back in Ange, and he's done the bare minimum. I agree with that. While we're in our worst, I totally agree with that, Anna. And I think anyone. Look, why give it 7 out of 10? I want to explain that. I think we bought the places where we needed to buy, but I also agree what Anna says, Tequila, and I think you two too. Forget the manager. If you're looking at the squad as a whole, I don't know if you can separate the two, but if you can, as a squad of the whole, he hasn't added to the squad very much, has he?
No, and also if Levy was smart, and the more I hear about the man, the more he might be business smart, but he's not football smart. If we would have got our business done on the 1st or the 2nd, early January, we might have won a couple of our games, and we could be like maybe 6 points better off than we are. So then relegation really would be a non-factor. So stuff like this makes a difference. So we've waited till the last minute. And probably the only player we've probably gotten because we've waited to the last minute is Tell. The other player, the centre half, I have my opinion on it, but you're not telling me that we couldn't have gone in for him at the start of the window.
Big up to Jimbo, the perfect match. Big up Jimbo, big up Dermot Tequila. Not bad window, good keeper, good defender, and good young striker. We cannot complain. Could have been a lot worse. Tottenham till I die. I love his optimism. All right, him and me were separated at birth, me and Jimbo. As for being optimistic Tottenham fans, even Tequila couldn't deny that one.
No, I think you two probably are. Bless you.
Look, I get where he's coming from. If you're looking at from that way, we've got a good defender, a good young striker, and a good keeper. I get that. We did. Could we have done more? Yes. Could we have done a lot more, a lot earlier? Hell yeah. Why do we have to wait till onto deadline day to get things done? Why can we not be a bit like other teams that get transfers done early? Help the manager.
I think this is a Levy thing. This comes directly from the top because look, we've all been, most of us here have been Spurs fans a long time, or at least a decent amount. We know how Levy operates. This is always what he does. I think we had one transfer window. It might have been under Conte, or maybe it might have been once where we actually did our business early. But 9 times out of 10, we leave it to the last minute. Why? Because all Daniel cares about is getting value for money. All Daniel cares about is getting optimizing all the deals. All Daniel cares about, is opportunity signings. He's more or less admitted that. That's all that really matters. If he cared about the football stuff as much as he should, with these signings, specifically in the defender position, should have been done the first week of January, and we might be sitting with six more points than we've got right now.
I just asked the question: had any late sheets gone in for Spurs? We've got a response. Our source, he says he doesn't think so. He's not heard anything yet, so I don't think any late sheets have gone in. By the way, look, Tequila, just very quickly as a whole, for big up Jimbo, by the way, and big up him and Kate as well. On a whole, as a Premier League as a whole, what transfer surprised you? Right, I've got 3 here. Your most surprised transfer, your most one you thought, I really like that one, and your most disappointing transfer. Now, this could be for the whole Premier League. Doesn't have to be Tottenham. Could be the whole Premier League.
Okay, so my most disappointing transfer was, forgive me if I pronounce his name wrong, Jayon from Villa to Saudi.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
because that is I mean, Villa were probably laughing their way to the bank, right? That's the amount of money they got was kind of crazy. But this is an extremely talented young kid who's literally just sacrificed his footballing career, as in winning stuff, for, granted, shitloads of money, but that's what it is. It's depressing to see because he's not setting a good precedent. We know other players have done it, but at 21, to be doing it at 21.
That's shocking. That's
you're
scandalous.
literally throwing your career away to a payday.
You are.
Which I mean, it's his career. He's and he's going to be set up for life. But the thing is, Dermo, is that he already would be set up for life.
Yeah,
if he would have stayed at Villa, he was already one of the bright sparks in their team. So he would have gotten a new contract and got paid shitloads anyway.
But that's footballers now. I called them earlier, and I think I was right. They're money merchants. They don't care. They're money merchants. That's what they are. I
understand what Boris is saying. Yeah, I get it. I know that it is a career, and I know that it is a short career. I'm not discounting that. I understand that, and you need money in this world. That's the way that it is. But my point is that he still would have got paid loads of money if he would have stayed at Villa.
Yeah, he would have done. I mean, why he under Villa? I mean, how much does he get? He would get. I know he's going to get more in Saudi Arabia, but I think out of principle, for their human. Look, me and Philip have a big thing on this, and I think you agree with this as well, Tequila. And I know Colin would, and I know Carl would. So it's nothing we haven't said before on this channel. If you look at the human rights in them countries,
well, yeah, that's another completely. Let's put it this way. I bet you he hasn't got a wife. That's all I'll say about that. Because
and if you
wouldn't go there if you had a wife.
I think anyone can defend a player for going there, fine. But the World Cup should never have gone there. Because of the human rights issue. I mean, Philip were quite vocal about that at the time when the World Cup was going there. I think players that go to the Saudi League, the likes of Ronaldo, the likes of Neymar now has gone back to Brazil. I think they've also, I was talking to Colin about this the other day, they've polluted the transfer market as well. The reason why prices are so high is because of the Saudi Pro League. So they have an awful lot to answer for. And they're often players, God amounts of money, more money that they'll ever get in the Premier League. And they're well paid in the Premier League. players are money merchants. They will go to the highest bidder. It's like I said earlier. I said it tonight, stream tequila. You were in the chat, and I said if Philip was manager of Tottenham, Colin was manager of Manchester United, and you're a manager, say, of Leicester, right? And I'm just using them as three teams out of, say, Celtic, right? You're a manager of Celtic, right?
Okay.
Okay. I'm a massive Celtic fan, okay? And a Spurs fan, right? Philip offers me, right, 100 grand a week at Tottenham on a 4-year deal. Best facilities in the world, best stadium, team of support since I was a kid. Happy days. You come in, right, Dermo, I'm going to give you £110,000 a week at Celtic Park, but you can guarantee, you're going to be guaranteed medals up in Celtic because we're going to win everything, and you're going to be in the Champions League every day. Happy days. Sorry, Philip, I'm going to Celtic. Colin comes in, right? I'm going to pay you 300 grand a week, Dermo, but we're going to be struggling. Where do you think I'm going to go as a player?
No, I know what you're saying. I know.
So there are some players that would say, right, I'm going to go to Tottenham because that's my Boy Hill club. Personally, that's what I probably would do. Secondly, a player will go to Celtic. Winning trophies means everything to me. And there's a third player. Money is the end of all. Money is my end objective. So he's going to go to the 300 grand. If somebody's going to offer you at 21 years of age, 400, 500,000 pounds a week, you ain't going to turn that down. How wrong that is. And that means sacrificing your football career. It's wrong. This is where FIFA and UEFA have to step in. But they won't because they're too scared to go up against the Saudi Pro League. And that is the problem.
Well, I mean, I know Boris in the chat has mentioned Neymar, gone back to his boyhood club. But we've seen players like, the best example probably is Ronaldo, but that's really at the tail end of his career.
Yeah.
I can't get my head around it being. I understand. Like I say, I get it. I understand that it's a career, but my point is that maybe because I'm poor, right? That's okay. So maybe I'm poor, so I will never quite understand. But if you're getting 100k at Villa, is that not enough for you? How much money does somebody need? That's just where I'm coming from.
I'd look. There's a debate. There is a debate to have on this subject. I think, Tequila. To be fair, there's a show in that. And I think he could have the best of both worlds in what I'm saying. He's chosen just to have the best of one. He could have the best of both worlds. And you're playing in a crap league as well, by the way. It's not the best league in the world, by the way.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. And he's at a club, Villa, who are on the ascendancy. They're in the Champions League. They're on the ascendancy. They've got a good manager. They've got a good team. There was no, that they were an apex. This is the best Villa side for quite a long time. Why would you want to really kind of leave at this minute in time?
Well, look what Villa's done this window. They've got Marcus Rashford as well.
Yeah.
Villa are a good side, by the way. Villa will get Champions League. We've got a little bit in. I just want to say very quickly, we will get to everyone's chat. We are going to finish soon because Tequila has to get to bed. I am knackered. I did the pre-record like at 1 o'clock last night or this morning to put out for this morning. I worked out Tequila very kindly told me my mic was fucked.
Yeah, I watched it like really early because you put it out at 7, didn't you? And it's just like, I can't really hear him. I had to put my volume up really loud to hear you.
100 people watched it though at that point.
They probably could hear you. It's just they had to put their volume up to max to hear you. So your mic was working. We just couldn't hear you very well. It was quiet.
It got a good few likes as well. And I'm thinking 100. I watched it myself thinking, oh shit. But 100 people liked it. I went, oh fuck it. I'm gonna leave it. So we've tried to make sure you've got all the information out for you guys today. Anna says we should have put Højbjerg back. Yeah, I loved Højbjerg. I was a massive fan of Højbjerg.
I think Boris has said it in the chat. I don't think we could recall him.
No. I agree. Do you want to read out that little bit of breaking news about DL? I'll play the breaking news thing again if you want to read that over while I play it. This is something from our lead at DL. As with me and Tequila, I like to call him. That's his nickname for me and Tequila.
Oh, I call him Danny Boy. You might say, oh, you're being so disrespectful. Yeah, that's why I do it.
Every time
That's
you say
the
Danny
point.
Boy, I say, oh, Danny Boy.
Yeah, no, it's to be disrespectful. I can't affect
Yeah.
Levy in any way, right? There's nothing I can do. I can't do anything. But all I can do is not show him respect. That's all I've got.
We just got a final. We just got a final text from our source. Winter is over. I'm going into hibernation now.
Sleep well,
Bless
buddy.
him. Sleep well. Right. See you in June or July. Right. We're going to play this breaking news. We're going to read out the Daniel Levy. We'll go through the rest of the chats and we will end it there.
Okay.
Right. Here we go.
Right. This is from our source regarding my mate Danny. Right. Daniel Levy is happy with the acquisitions in the winter window. I bet he is. Plans for the summer already in place, and Spurs will start on working out the main targets. Visa, is that how it's pronounced?
I thought it was Wazza.
Is it a silent W? Visa?
I thought it was Wazza.
Wazza already on the list, as well as a potential move for Victor Gyökeres, if that's how you pronounce it.
I think so.
But a lot of time between now and then. We will have to see where things are in a few months. My quick response to that is, can we please get a different manager in? I know that this is just my reply before we start worrying about buying players for the summer.
I love it. I love it.
That's it then, mate. How do you feel about that? Giant twat face. There's lots of things you can call it. Yeah, he's got a man of many names.
He actually is on loan, Jimbo, at the end of the season. It was a loan to buy. His contract runs out at the end of the season, the same as Eric Dyer's. So technically, we could have bought them out for the last 6 months of their contracts. But it was sent out on loan to buy. So we could have bought them back. So, look, for me, I don't believe a word what he says, to be fair. I don't this is Daniel Levy I'm talking about.
About to say, you'll be talking about our source, then, mate. He's not going to be happy.
I believe our source is the number one tier gold source. But Daniel Levy is happy with acquisitions. Is Ange happy with what he's got in? No. I would say that.
Probably not.
Daniel's happy because he didn't have to spend a lot of money. Tight wanker. Plans for the summer already in place. Spurs start working on the main target should have been sorted out already. That's 100%. Yeah, it is. I want our source. I don't know if I can say that, but I don't think I can. But what was put in our private chat with our source is totally true. I agree with that. I think it's a load of BS.
Of course it is.
I think Daniel Levy's just saying it just for the... That's the first time he says no.
You've been told, damn it.
I've been told. Look, I look. Let's break it down. Happy with the? No, I think Levy's not. I think Ange's not happy at all. Plans for the summer. I don't think they won't bother start planning until April, May time. We're not going to get Wazza, and we're not going to get Victor. Granted, Conkers as what? Is it Conkers or Kickers? I think it's Conkers at all.
I don't know who's worse of these names, you or me. Both terrible.
I think I am. But a lot of look, I don't know what. I don't believe a word that bald-headed git says. Actually, to be fair.
No, he's lied to us. You know, how many times can boy cried wolf? Yeah, I don't believe a word. I don't really believe a word he says.
No, Matt has it's got the number 11 shirt, so that's his shirt.
Cool.
I'm annoyed now. Yeah, he's annoyed because he didn't get the Beyonce tickets. That's what's annoyed him. I'm annoyed now we didn't get the Beyonce tickets. I can't go and watch them now. Mrs. Carl is not happy with me because I didn't get the VIP box. And can I come in with you guys? Yeah, of course you can. We'll try and squeeze you in.
Yeah,
we'll squeeze you in. What he actually said was, I'm annoyed now why we did not get a second centre back. We are fools. Romero and Van de Ven have got one fit leg between them. That's so true. So he's only 21, so he might as well save 2-3 years. He won't even be in his prime then. Well, that's true.
Maybe.
Big up to our Celtic. Oi. Hang on. Okay. He's now calling us by our Top Gear names now.
Oh yeah, he's called you by for your first name, there, man.
Yeah, I know. He knows I hate that.
I was about to say, does he know my first name? But he does.
Yeah, he does. He knows that's my adopted name, by the way. My adopted first name. I hate that name. I hate being called that.
Well, it's not that bad. It's quite a common name.
Yes, my adopted name. It's not what I was given at birth. Dermot was giving up birth. Danso will be he will be. I think so. Joker-ish. Picks are out of telling the shirt. No shot a Joker. Why do this to yourselves? It's none of Daniel Levy's business if he was happy with the window. Back to your old cretin. Oh God, Carl's on one. Pity we never got Everest. He is a VBing clone. Well, yeah, he is, Colin. Big up to Colin Cross, our Celtic cousin from across the water, the Irish Sea. Victor Conkers, or Gokiers.
It's Guy Keary's, isn't it? We'll both be told off. Boris will tell us both off.
Can we just call him Little Vic? We've got Big Vic. We call him Little Vic.
Just call him the Swedish striker who will probably never sign.
Yeah, the Swede. We just call him the Swedish striker from Sporting. So look, it is the end of the window. And apparently, I'm not paying for. Well, we'll get them for you, Carl. Don't worry.
It's who you know, mate. Got a network.
Yeah, we do know. We will be starting a new channel called Top Fear with us. We do have Richard Himmond next to me. We've got Jeremy Darkson, do you know, who runs a farm apparently. Didn't our source run a farm, you know? Did you know that?
Farm? No, he doesn't.
Yeah, our source runs a farm. Yeah, he does.
There's no way our source could run a farm, Dermo.
He does. He runs a farm.
No, he doesn't.
He does. He runs a farm. It's called Piddly Pox Farm.
Sign Rashford for the farm. What do you think of the Rashford? What did you think of the Rashford transfer, by the way?
Do you know what?
Because that was arguably the biggest transfer, maybe, of the window.
Do you know what? I think it's a good move for Rashford. I think it's a good move for Anaman because he gets him out of Man United. I think it's a good move for Rashford because it gets him playing regular football again. He just told me he put me out in the farm. Oh, Lord. Oh, dear. Our source does have a sense of humor, bless him. Look, I think it's a good move all the way around. Look, very quickly, I want to end on this, right? I'm trying to get to 2 hours and 30 minutes, so we've got 3 minutes left, Tequila, right?
Okay.
Trying to get to 11:30, right? So we've got 2 minutes left. We talk about Levy not backing Ange or any manager over the last 24 years, okay? Do you think Amarone, the Manchester United manager, has been back this window? Because
no, not really.
Or do you think they're setting him up to fail?
No, I think Man United has probably given up on this season.
Yeah,
they're not going. Again, they're a little bit like us, except they haven't got the League Cup semi-final. They ain't going to get relegated. They ain't going to qualify for Europe. So it's just like they're just spinning their wheels until the summer, Dermo. A bit like I think we are, really, a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but look, good luck. Look, I'm just watching the video for Tell's announcement. I wish I could show this live on the channel. I think we'd get copyrighted if we did.
Yes, we would be.
It's not very long. Look, for me, I thought hello, we've got a new GIF. What's he putting there now? Wake me up when
Yeah, I feel
God
you.
love me.
I'm with you, bruv. I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you.
I'll stick you two into frozen pods and wake you up when the new season starts.
Put me in him. Just put me in him in cryostasis. Wake us
Yeah.
up in June. Yeah.
I'll have to keep the channel going between now and then. Me and Carl
Yeah.
can do it. Me and Carl can run it, and Boris can run it. We'll do it fine. Look, I think Rashford's the biggest deal. I think it's been a quite boring window, to be fair. I think summer's going to be mad. I think the summer window's going to be crazy. But it all depends who we got. But Tequila, that is it. That is the end of the 24-25 transfer windows. We started window as a whole, summer window and winter window. What do you give it out of 10? If you put two windows together, what would you give it for outgoings? I want out of 10 for outgoings and out of 10 for incomings.
Outgoings, I'd give an 8 out of 10. I thought that was significantly the best thing that we've done. And I suppose if you're gonna criticize people, you've got to give them credit. So even though I think Lange, that's with an L, so the director of football, whilst I think he's done quite a poor job bringing players in, I guess you can say that he's done a good job getting players out.
Yeah.
So 8 out of 10 on the outgoings, but on the incomings, overall, I didn't like the summer window. The balance wasn't there for experience and youth. I'm gonna 5. I can't go above a 5.
Yeah.
For me.
Do you know what? I probably agree with you on that. 5 out of 10 for the incomings, and I go 9 out of 10 for outgoings. I thought outgoings was fantastic. We've got rid of a lot of deadwood, but replaced them with more deadwood. So
yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, we do. Oh,
here he
Lord.
comes. Here he comes with his slide tackles in.
Yeah. Look, we will have more in the window, of course, the next day or so. I'm having tomorrow off, if you don't mind, guys, having a day off. I'll be back Wednesday night with the show. My birthday. Sorry, I was coughing.
Wednesday, your birthday, Dermo?
Did that come out? Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 48 on Wednesday.
Don't look a day over 30, Dermo.
Thank you. You don't look a day over 21.
Yeah, but I don't show my face, so I could be 15 for all you know.
You could be Daniel Levy for all we bloody know with an AI voice. As long as you don't start talking about China and stuff like that, we're fine. We might don't start. Don't start. We're going to get tariffs against us. Don't start. We get tariffed against. Just to end up for this, Rashford's going to ball it out at Villa. Well, the United board even said they wouldn't give him any money during the January window, so it'll be given all in the summer for him. Not good enough. Photos out would tell he will have the number 11. A number 11 shirt. The same shirt as Cliff Jones wore. Hope he does it justice. Yeah, Cliff Jones' birthday the other day, 90 years of age. Cliff Jones, a member of the double winning side. And there's not many of them left to kill. There's only 2 or 3 of the double winning side left.
I wonder how he feels looking at Spurs of today. I bet you he's not impressed, is he?
No, he's not. He was a legend. He really is a legend. Big up to Colin. Colin says, I hope Rashford bangs and then he can F off for 80 million in the summer. And he says, Tequila is a 765-year-old penguin.
I might be the penguin. Like Danny DeVito.
Are you the penguin that started off all the penguins?
Who was the original penguin in? Is it Burgess Meredith?
No, the original penguin was Pengu.
In Batman.
Yeah. It was, yeah.
He
was Rocky's trainer in Rocky.
The guy from Rocky. Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
He was the original penguin, yeah. But I think you're Pengu.
Penguin?
You remember Pengu?
No.
Oh, it's a cartoon you used to watch as a kid, Pengu.
I don't remember.
I'll send you videos of him. He's funny. Somebody said to me the other day that somebody said, you 3 remind me of Sooty Sweep and Sue.
I don't know which one to choose out of them.
Well, we know Colin Sue.
I'll be Sooty then. I don't know why. It just sounds a bit more sensual.
Yeah.
You can be Sweep.
I'd be Sweep.
I'll be Sooty. There you go. Sexy Sooty.
It's a
Bless you.
yeah. See what the transfer window's done to us ordinary Spurs fans.
11 at night, and this is what we're doing. Because
Yeah.
the transfer window was that anticlimactic for us.
Yeah. We haven't monetized the channel. Do you think we dare play out? Just do our VPN. We haven't monetized it. What do you think?
Ask
Very quickly,
ask the
boss
third
man.
member.
Yeah, a third member. Can we use it? Yeah or no? We haven't monetized the channel. Can you put a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
Unless he's gone back to sleep.
Yeah, he's gone back to sleep. Oh, we won't bother. We'll leave it. Listen, guys, the window has come. The window has closed. We came. We tried to conquer, and we didn't conquer at all. Thank you all for watching today. Thank you for watching for the last couple of days as well. As I said, we're not here tomorrow. We are back on Wednesday. I think we're doing a debate on Wednesday. I need to speak with Colin what we're doing. We're due to get him and Rebel for MUFC Spotlight on, talk about ownerships. If not, then it will be the following week, and we will do the pre-match for the Liverpool game on Thursday. But guys, thank you all for watching. Tequila, apart from us, you work very hard on our channel. Where else can people find you, sir?
You can find me on the Play Pouch Gaming podcast channel, which with Dermo and Com and the original gang. So there's 4 or 5 of us now. So hope to put out some more content. We've got a show coming up on Wednesday, I believe, which is going to be about BioWare, who I know Dermo doesn't know, bless him. But they're the guys who did all the Mass Effect games and everything. You might have heard of these. We're just going to do a show about them, and they're fallen on hard times, so stuff like that. And that'll be coming out, I believe, Wednesday night is when we're going to be doing that. Don't ask me what time exactly. We're going to try and do it so it doesn't clash with the stuff that Dermo's doing. So we'll work something out.
Yeah.
So it's on at different times.
Yeah. So yeah, do get over there. It's a great channel, great lads running it over there. I'm very privileged to be asked to come over there. I'm doing a little video on Wednesday as well. I'm going to pre-record it. Well, I'm going to my local retro gaming store and do a little video from there in Wexford. So that will be going up on the channel as well. Guys, that's it. It's now closed. It's time for our source to go to bed. Say goodnight to him for another 6 months. I'm very sad, actually. I won't hear from him for 6 months now.
Save me some room next year, mate. There's freeze us both. There you go, bro. Yeah. It's all yours. It's all yours, Dermo.
Okay. Do you want to take us out with your usual enthusiastic way you normally take us out?
Right. So there goes. That's 2025's winter transfer window done. All I've got to say is quiz. It's lovely. And here we are, mate.
Boom.
Eyes on the prize, victory in sight with all our might, with all our might, with all our might.
Oh, there you go.